Okay, I won't. But I'll want to. Oh, will I want to.
Okay. Seems like we're live everywhere. Between the lands that border. Oh, shit. What the hell's there just cash sitting there?
They don't let me cut on folks no more. But what they don't know won't hurt them.
Okay, so got a whole bunch of shit here. No, I don't. What the fuck is taking up that much shit? Hey, buddy! Hey! Come on up! Hey, oh, what's up, buddy? I thought Lions already beat the shit out of the Ravens. I thought I saw them beat the absolute piss out of them already. No, that water's for me. That water's for me. So, buddy, that water is not for kitties. That water's for me. So this is I don't like this that much. 959 over 10 seconds. 7 sacks on Lamar Jackson. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck was the Ravens O-line doing? Were they even there for the game? Like, I mean, that's like way, way, way too many sacks, dude. Do you want either of these? Let me know if you want either of these. They're all yours if you want them. If not, I'm gonna sell them. How the fuck did they get that? How'd they get that many sacks? On Lamar Jackson, dude. I don't. Usually Lamar's pretty good at escaping all that shit. Dude, I can't believe that.
Coverage sacks. Henry had another costly fumble.
I knew that was coming. Like, here's the thing. I knew that eventually Lamar's Super Bowl window, I feel like, kind of has stopped. I no longer really feel like he has a true Super Bowl window anymore.
He was still a fucking threat, but what they did today, I would put a lot on it on the coverage, and then Aiden. Like the game plan for Aiden, his role for the game was do what you want. Calvin Shepard, our defensive coordinator, said, line up where you want, do what you want, feel the game how you want.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with that, can you?
And then, Muhammad had 3 sacks. Then actually, Henry had 2 fumbles. One
Really?
very costly. Lamar had at least 1 fumble right in like the red zone. And then Henry fumbled again. Aiden just like punched it out. So yeah, it was still a really good game, but the fourth quarter came around and it was just different.
That's usually where the Ravens kind of fall apart.
Over.
They always fall apart during the fourth quarter, dude. I don't know what it is, but I mean, and the reason I even know that is because they're in my division for football. You know what I mean? They're in my division of football, so like I kind of know where. Well, I know when and where they'll be good and when they'll shit themselves. And from what it sounds like, they shit themselves around the fourth quarter per usual. You know, like that's. It's not surprising to me.
Jackson, I mean, he made some really good throws, but the the defensive line just took control of. I mean, our defensive line just did too good of a job against them.
Yeah, that's
And they're a team that they really got to have that big lead to begin, in early in the game, and then they can kind of like milk the clock. But the Lions, like in the second quarter, had like a 10-minute drive.
10-minute drive. Holy shit!
10-minute drive. Montgomery had fucking hell of a game. Overall the team rushed for like over 200 yards, but Montgomery just went off today.
Really?
That 10-minute drive was a 93-yard drive.
Dude, that's insane. I can't believe that. A fucking 20-minute.
Yeah, did I say 20? It was 10. Yeah, 10. I mean, pretty much took the entire quarter. And then right after that is when I think Lamar fumbled. They got down. They had a short field or whatever. They got down there, and then Lamar fumbled and just kind of.
What's crazy is like Lamar
quarter.
hasn't been a big fumbler in like years now.
No.
I feel like he's been pretty consistent, but there's something weird going on. Yeah, dude, especially Henry. I didn't expect that.
An amazing running back, but I mean, shit, he cost him the game week 1 because of his fumble, and then he's got to get out of his head. It really is what he has to do, and
that's always been the problem.
Yeah, when you have that costly of fumbles, you gotta get out of your head, and I think right now, especially after tonight, he's got to figure out a way to get out of his head.
Even when he was in Tennessee, that was a problem for him, because he was always in his fucking head too much. I mean,
a mistake, he just can't let go or move past. He just obsesses over it, which is it's admirable, but at the same time, when it's costing you, more grief, it's when it's hurting you more than helping you, then you've really got to figure out how to just let it go.
Do you want this Exo Soldier class mod before I sell it? Just real quick.
I'll take a gander. I'm not using a high level one. I'm using 29% SMG damage mod.
This is 24% SMG, 13% ordnance cooldown, and it has +3 to some perk, +1 to some perk, and +1 to another perk.
Take a look on the screen here.
Yeah, here, let me highlight it again for you.
No, actually, you take that cash. I mean, it's not a lot, but take the cash.
I just want the inventory space, really.
Yeah. I'm working my SDU points to get me more backpack space.
Yeah, dude, that's all I've been saving it up for.
I have, let's see here. One Exo Soldier mod is 200 shield capacity, 24% shield or ordnance damage, and 24% submachine gun damage. And then another one, my one that I usually have on, just for the stats, is 32% shield regeneration and then 29% submachine gun. But I'm using the other one because it has the perks that are they're more beneficial to my little skeletal robots.
Oh yeah.
Vending machine. I might as well.
Yeah, I didn't even end up watching the game today. I ended up setting up. You know what? I'll show you what I ended up doing all day today, though. This is pretty badass. I'll post this on the Discord server if anyone else wants to see it. It was in chat. You could join the Discord server. Just ask for the link and I'll drop it.
I just did a lot of classes today for my graphic design course.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's see.
I said, because I moved, so I'm starting to set some more shit up here.
Yeah.
Let me.
I was telling you before, you should for your camera or whatever, set up a camera and just set up Funko Pop displays, just action figures or what the fuck ever, Just like set them up.
I'm gonna tweet and I'm not texting. No, you're not wrong.
If I find a program that you could throw on your computer that'll put mouth placement and eye movement on like toys, if you just put like toys up for on your camera, if I come across like a cheap free easy software that will just impose like a mouth and eyes for you to talk, I'll let you know.
I mean, I have a camera, so even that one fucking thing, I keep meaning to ask you again what the fuck it is. Yeah, I keep type it in the fucking Discord if you don't mind. This is what I was doing all day.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. That's really cool, man. That's a nice fucking display.
It's the sleeves are to the left more, but that's the main display there. I didn't get this year's limited like special edition because I was like, this looks like shit. Literally, the special edition of it looked horrible. Let me. What was it? Edge of Fate Collector's Edition, and I know they still have it up there.
Here's a different one. It's a Gundam has used this for some of his videos. I think it's called V Up. Yeah, V Up.
I mean, I guess this year's didn't look horrible.
It's an anime character, but it's a Gundam used it for a lot of his videos to make fun. There's free. I mean, there's paid and whatever, but there are free characters. Like, there's limitations, but there are free avatars you could use that just.
I mean, honestly, dude, I just want to be a Dorito.
I want to come across the fucking.
All right, give me 1 second. My cat's telling me he needs something. Give me like 5 fucking seconds. I apologize, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, let's see what you need. What up?
Forgive him this time. Everybody gets one. Right, chat? Here. Oh, you still haven't collected your plant samples? Ooh. Has not collected plant samples. Oh, Jesus. Man's gonna, I mean, global warming and all. It's just no plant samples? I mean, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do with this guy? This guy's freaking drunk bouncing into me. Want something to kill? Find some battle. My 3-year on Blueberry Hill. Millie, how you doing? What's up, dog? Millie, dog. Where's this question mark that I looked at? I guess survive this. Ciao. Ciao.
Sorry about that, guys. He led me up to the bathtub.
I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, he wants me to
It's
turn the
just
water
like-
on for him.
There's a question mark. Where's the permission? Oh man, boundaries. You haven't finished any bounties though, have you? I
No,
just
I
took a
haven't.
quick look at the bounty list and I see you still haven't collected your plant samples.
No, I haven't. I don't even know where the fuck to retrieve the plant samples at, and I got pissed off with it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck the plant samples.
Vault Hunter, come.
Can't blame you.
There's much to discuss. Thank you for
All right, well then start
Mhm.
talking.
what you've endured.
Get
to
off of
help
me,
us.
man.
Well, I cannot thank you enough.
I'm just like, I ran out of contracts,
May his
so I'm
recovery
like,
be swift.
I noticed there's a
Those
a
prisoners
gentleman
Callus
over
raped
here with an
are
exclamation
all
mark
dead.
that I would
We've lost so
hit up for a
many to
job.
this blasted hellscape.
just
For
to add
what?
to my inventory
Her madness?
because
Their
Side mission accepted,
I-
PB and J.
to Callus. or to
I,
Keep.
I opened up
They damn well matter to me.
like I went on the map and
We'll get the
everything.
command
I think I
vault.
went into
We'll
a
make it
different
matter.
area and different
I
direction because
promise.
I'm still not really even doing
I
anything
hope so,
here.
darling. Wait,
But-
terribly
All right,
sorry.
baddie encrusted in gold. I'm done talking.
Say again.
I've been somewhere where
Dear.
it's-
Vault Hunter.
there's snow.
There's something we need to see.
Get up! Holy shit!
What do I need to see, Miss
Inside the
fucking
crater.
Thickums? I mean, I don't know.
My bloody word.
You seeing this, Lev? This must be what Queen Crackpot's been cooking up.
It looks like cables skyrocketing for the moon.
All right.
This must be why Callus needed the bolt. To power this insanity.
We
Man,
exposed
these
her
are
to
some
the time.
aggressive birds.
Now she's escalating her plans. We need to get to that crater.
A crater, huh? I might have an idea. Not a good one, but a fun one. Meet me at the cliffside. Vault Hunter.
Probably.
See you later, Miss Thickums.
You sound alarmingly sure of yourself. That crater
Probably
is
went
surrounded
to
by an
a
uncrossable
probably
abyss.
did some
Lev,
mission work
when you see a locked
for
door,
your
I see
storyline.
the perfect
I grabbed
spot to
something.
plant me sledgehammer.
Very well. Sledgehammer
Long,
is
you.
but please.
I'm
darling,
trying to get to
don't
this
break the Vault Hunter.
question mark that was outside.
Almost certainly. Probably.
And I even finally changed my speeder.
Zane, how crazy of a plan are we talking here?
Crazy. How dare
I
you?
only have 2 of them on lock,
My
but
plans
I was
are
happy to be able to
flawless
change
works
one.
of art.
Need I remind you of the time you took me on a, quote, romantic moonlight drive, and our transportation was a wild horn strapped to a rocket?
And we at those stakes
Hop
for a
on.
month. Speaking of which, Lev,
All right,
how's
where? How far even is that away?
Pull this off, and I'll consider it.
What, the plant sample or the question mark?
your chance of
Oh, the question mark, I
10%,
guess.
Hunter?
I marked it on the map. Yeah, I marked it. I'm just trying to get over there. I'll let you know when I'm over there. If you, once I get over there, you can fast travel to me.
Okay, I see it.
I figured, what the hell? I figured,
Yeah, I
what-
don't know
what
how the fuck
hell?
you're supposed to get out. Okay, I see how you're supposed to possibly get over there.
Yeah, there's like a back door, and then you jump off the ledge and float down.
Yeah, maybe I should go back and do some of these contracts, huh?
You get them. I mean, the best part about them is the XP. Bumblebee on me? I don't want to damn wasp. Just take that fire. Take the fire.
It's, yeah, I don't.
Break out my fucking arms, my robot.
I just have a feeling this year is going to be a bad year for Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's. I mean, there's always a chance, but I don't see him being able to kind of like. It's going to take some concentration for him to be able to break out of this little rut he's in with the fumbling. He's got to be able to let it go, and I just don't see him being someone that can let fumbling go so easy.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially
look at the fucking
cost them the games.
The Patriots, dude. They were fucking worse this week with the fumbling. They, in all honesty, they should have won against us. Our defense just put up a hell of a fight, dude. And in all honesty, though, their offense looked way fucking better than ours.
Look at this fucker taking a swan dive on me.
No. But yeah, we should have lost that fucking Patriots game. Our defense literally held us in the entirety of that time. Our offense was piss poor at best.
Get to that spot with a question mark, but I got some
I think I'm here.
stupid Muppet worms on me. You would think, since I successfully took part of a breeding program for threshers, they would be a little more friendly.
You expect that, but nope.
I got the prime thresher laid.
No, they don't give a shit
More
about that.
appreciative.
Obviously, they don't know who Big Papa is over here.
Nope.
They're gonna learn today.
Learn. These are lessons that should be taught in grade school, but apparently their education system is very poor. Oh shit!
Oh, we all knew that.
I'm coming.
Damn. We all knew that. School system hasn't been good in a long while.
One more of those.
Depending on what state you're on, and depending, well, actually, it doesn't even matter that. Depending on what state you're in, though, some teachers want to teach this, some teachers want to teach that. They don't actually want to teach what I personally think is actually useful, and that's, hey, how about we don't fucking repeat history?
Yeah, teach history in order to not repeat it, and with budget cuts and strict guidelines on what you can teach, it's pretty limited on what you're allowed to teach nowadays. I mean,
the one thing
it's
I
a
can
very censored American history that's taught in schools. They don't really want to teach you everything.
The one thing I can say is I don't think that so what was big in my school when I was younger was they didn't tell you political views no matter what. You could ask them. They were like, that's none of your business. You have the right to decide what you choose. You choose for yourself. You come up with that decision yourself. Versus
when I was in school, they taught you they taught you what the parties basically. They taught you about the different points of views of the parties, and it was never leaned one way or another, like what's better or not. It was just basically this is the basics of this political philosophy.
Yeah,
and they never told you what was good or what was bad, because ultimately there is no good and bad. It's a matter of perspective and what you value.
I mean, when I was in college, it was a little bit different, but it is what it is. I didn't get too much out of college, but whatever.
I keep telling people like that really shit on college. I keep trying to tell them that the largest benefit of college itself is actually meeting people from different cultures, backgrounds around the world, around the country, and kind of understanding their point of view from where they're from. And that's just like, that's the best thing about college is you have a better understanding of people and their perspectives when you understand where they come from.
They told me I was bad because I was white, and at that point I was like, you know what? Yeah, I don't think this is really teaching me too much. And I'm not.
I never heard that message.
Yeah. I was kind of like that. It surprised me, to be honest with you, because I didn't really. I was like, what? What the fuck was the point of that? And then other classes I'd happen to be fine, but then like it's like, well, I'm not gonna villainize who I am just to pass your class.
No. I did come across some classes that they didn't go off like they didn't put it like that, but they were like, you know, each culture has its good and its bad, and in order to really grow, you have to understand the bad along with the good. And a lot of, especially in grade school, a lot of the bad of our culture is whitewashed and, you know, just kind of skimmed over. I mean, I didn't know about all the cities that were very successful, very, very successful black communities that were like better than most, you know, I guess in those days, they were functioning better at a higher scale and higher standard of living than white communities. But because it was a black community, they would burn the cities down. I didn't quite learn that until college.
I also part of it was also government involvement. At a certain point, it became more beneficial for to live in a separate parent household. In some like I've heard plenty of stories, and this isn't even a race thing, where couples we refuse to get married, and I claim myself as single so I can get actual benefits that I need to be able to survive for my kids. And it's like that's
no tax benefit. I keep telling people I'm married.
No, they're talking about
there's no benefit to being married as far as anything. I don't there's no benefit. There's no economic benefit of being married.
No, they're talking about like it's just they couldn't. Like they had a friend who was in shapes like they were, and they couldn't get any of the stuff they were, and it was because they were married. And it's like that is not good, and unfortunately, that's brought down a lot of communities in America and estranged them from having a two-parent household, which I think is they say it takes a village for a reason. You know what I mean? It doesn't take one person. Whether that be mother or father, that's something that I think has been needing to change for a long while in America. But that also brings how some people might want to resolve that is, government intervention. To me, that means smaller government because I don't want to pay those fuckers. They don't deserve my money. Because after really looking into it, the amount of people who were once CEOs or part of boards of major companies and are now in the Senate, it's ridiculous. So it's like these guys should not get. I want them gone because I don't think they belong. I always wanted the average Joe. I thought that was always the best case scenario. Having some dude who liked riding motorcycles or some woman who liked doing whatever girl hobbies are. I don't know, playing The Sims, horses, whatever. Yeah, any of that shit. Would be better off.
The problem comes in that it's run by boomers.
That is.
People say I'm kind of messed up in my philosophy in saying that once this boomer generation is past its expiration date, that's when society can start rebuilding and improving.
Well, there's no proper transfer of wealth currently, so that's like a big issue currently.
The problem is the boomers consolidated all the wealth, took advantage of all the programs, and basically bled the coffers dry. And now there's no retirement for you. I mean, there's definitely no retirement for you. There's no retirement for me. And I'm like, I'm gonna
See-
be 48 on Wednesday, and there's no retirement for me. There's no chance of that. And I know if there's no chance of it for me, I know for someone your age, there's no chance for anything for you.
And
You're
that's
gonna be
why you
working
lie.
55.
That's why you lie about your taxes.
Yeah, you do what you can.
I'm pro doing that. Don't pay your taxes, folks. Remember this, everyone. We threw tea over a harbor for, I think, a 3% tax.
Mhm.
Okay.
The
3%.
The boomer generation will get mad that you're wasting tea and then call you lazy when they're
Yeah.
the ones that basically bled the entire. They're bleeding everything dry.
And I mean, it's not all of them. Don't get me wrong. Like my girlfriend's dad helps a lot in a lot of
But
ways.
the generation overall, I mean, you'll never be able to buy a house, and then they tell you, well, when I was your age, I was able to buy a house, and you're like, well, that's not going to happen.
And you were
because
also able to get
bought
a car
house.
for $600. You're also, and I tried explaining this
You could survive
before, and
on
they just,
single income.
and it's like, well, maybe if your generation didn't send every manufacturing job over to China, we'd have a stronger dollar, making it so we'd be able to do that. And if maybe you guys didn't sell everything to BlackRock, which my opinion, and I'm pretty sure I've told you this before, or I've told someone this before, no major corporation should ever own any single family homes. Any.
No, that's just not something. That's not something. That's not something for the place of a corporation. I can see an argument to be made if people are, what's the word? Not alterative, or if they're good people and they have good intentions and they mean to do good, altruism. But I don't.
I didn't mean to travel here. I didn't mean to travel here.
I was just shooting shit. Yeah,
I
there's
didn't mean to go
no
there.
such thing as altruism, especially for that generation, because they'll sit there and call Gen X, me, lazy, and then blame
Yeah, they
your
call everyone
generation.
lazy.
And I mean, they shit on your generation. I only joke about your generation. I don't shit on you because you guys are fucked worse than I am.
Yeah, I'm not even a millennial or anything. I'm Gen Z technically.
Yeah,
And I've been working
25,
since
27. You're kind of like in between Gen Z and millennial, right?
Yeah, I've been working since
Like
I
an
was like
older Gen
14
Z?
years old, dude. Yeah. I'm working since I was 14 years old, dude. You know what I mean? I've never not worked, and then my buddy's grandpa's like, you got to get your head out of your ass to us both. And to him, I get it. He's a fucking idiot. My buddy's an idiot, but his grandpa also does everything for him, and it's like, well, you want him to stop? He has to suffer consequences. Love the dude.
Yeah.
One of my best friends, but he doesn't suffer any consequences.
Accountability
for his
is
decisions.
something that is definitely lost. Nobody holds themselves accountable for everything. They blame everybody for everything.
I mean,
Yeah, I blame myself for everything. Maybe I'm wrong, but I blame myself for everything.
I know when to
I
blame
feel
myself.
guilty when I try to do good to people. If I try to do something good for someone, I feel slightly guilty because I feel good about it. And then I'm like, well, am I doing it to make them feel better? Am I doing it to actually help people, or am I doing it to try to make myself feel better? So
Well,
there's
I mean, at the end of the day,
conflict there.
what's the matter? You know what I mean? As long as you're doing something good.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like there was one day when I was in California, there's like this construction that was going on my way to work, and they dug up the sidewalk, and there was and had like concrete barriers and stuff. And I saw this blind guy just completely lost in the maze that they put for these concrete barriers. He couldn't figure out how to get to the crossing to cross the road. So I made myself late that day because I got out of the car and helped him across the street. And I was like, I'm glad I was able to do that. But on my way to work, I'm like, man, I feel like an asshole because I feel good that I helped someone. It's like, what the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah, I wouldn't feel like an asshole for that. I'd feel good for that, honestly, because I mean, you could have not done that.
Yeah, and I would have felt bad for not helping. Then, like I said, that's a me issue, and
I mean, personally,
I feel bad about feeling good about helping.
I have a and this comes from because I've been screwed over by so many corporations in general. I've always thought it was a great steal company time whenever you can, even if it So, and people are going to say I'm a little ridiculous for this, insane, maybe. You know, and that it's like assholes like you is what ruin good things, and it's like, yeah, I get it. But if you're late for work and you can clock in from your phone, just clock in on time. What are they going to notice? They're not. They're not going to notice.
They're only going to notice if they're intentionally like going out of their way to look for it.
And even if they did notice, that means you're doing such a shitty job they were trying to fire you in the first place. You know what I mean?
I had one company, they didn't care. I mean, one company I worked for that I did the Amazon stuff with, they didn't really care about all that. You know, you did your job, you did well. That's, you know, as long as you did your job and you're not leaving anybody hanging, they didn't care if you left early or not, as long as everything was done. And you just clock in and clock out from the app.
The one company I worked for was...
FanDuel was not like that at all.
No, FanDuel's an asshole.
That's the worst fucking company. That's the worst company I've ever worked for. And my supervisor there, she was like, I hate being micromanaged, but she took it to an entirely...
Oh yeah, and they hire people like that
level.
purposely. Yeah. I worked in an actual Amazon facility, dude. I was like, is this like... And I say this very loosely, by the way. I was like, is this what it was like to work in Auschwitz, kind of? Like I said, very loosely. Because the amount of managers I had there, dude...
Their warehouse stuff is awful. And Amazon's management system is not good. I can tell you simple fact that they train their managers to bully. That's for Amazon. FanDuel was just kind of the same way. They just did not know how to manage people. Amazon, I didn't work for them. They were a client, but at the same time, they bullied people. They bullied their managers, and then their managers in return felt like that was the management style that they had to do, so they would pass that. They would pass that on because that's what they thought managing was.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, one day I remember I just walked out and I said, "This is my last day." They're like, well, "Remember to return your badge." I was like, "No." I was like, "I'm not fucking returning shit. Like, if you want it, come and get it. I'm not."
If you want to come get it, nah.
But yeah, it's like I'm not doing anything. You guys have been doing nothing to piss me off. I've showed you, and then they told me you have to be here for 2 years or have to have a college degree to become. And I'm like, 2 fucking years in this place? You're fucking telling me I have to be here for 2 years, and I see how you treat your managers. It ain't too much better. And the ones that have college degree, you can tell that they got there because of that. And it's like, honestly, in my opinion, I've met people without college degrees that could run fucking, circles and basic intellectual experiences and or ideologies around people with college degrees. Like, one of my managers was a complete and utter fucking moron. I was like, how can you not comprehend this? You're telling me you can't comprehend what I'm saying? And she was like, well, I don't even understand it. Just do it this way. And it's like, dude, you're making this 10 times harder on everyone. I'm just going to do it my way. I don't really give a shit. I remember
I had a lot of positions. It's like, I fancied myself as an efficiency expert. Like, I found my whole goal when I was building broadcast rooms and, all the SOPs I put together, the whole intention behind all of that is to make it easy and like user friendly and dummy proof, because my philosophy was if you made the job where they so easy that freed up their concentration to watch for any like mistakes. Like, because when you're in broadcasting, you gotta be able to multitask and watch anything that's going on air that could be bad. So the easier you made the actual work, the more time it freed up their concentration to keep an eye out for any problems.
Yeah.
But they did a lot of my some of my managers didn't quite get it. A lot of my managers did, but the problem is, I had a coworker, an older generation coworker, that was just so obnoxious and backstabby that he sabotaged my position there.
Yeah, that sounds
After
right.
I had to manipulate him into thinking shit was his idea in order to get stuff done. And I didn't care about the credit because I was like, as long as the team's successful, I don't need the credit. That wasn't important to me. But he had no issues with taking credit for something he had nothing to do with or didn't know what to do.
See, I had a coworker recently in my most recent job exactly like that. Worst fucking person I ever had to work with in my life. I mean, people would come in and like my first day, I got warned about her in specific. And then like it just we kept having to warn people because it's like, dude, she is a problem. And I told upper management, I told HR, I told them all. I was like, yeah, no, she is an absolute, she's a consistent problem. I was like, I don't really know what you guys are doing over here, but yeah, no, she's a problem all the time. They never did anything about her.
System, man. No.
And it's like, whatever, dude. Like, I gave you all the warnings I could. And I'm like, I remember one point in time, they told me, they were like, oh yeah, we prefer to hire in-house before we go out-of-house. So I was like, all right, let me apply for this job, and all that. And I already knew everything I needed to know for that job. And I asked the manager for like once a week, every month. I was like, hey, how's it going? Any updates? And they just wouldn't answer me. A month and a half later of doing this and confronting them in the office finally, being like, hey, like, what's going on here? You're acting kind of. If I didn't get it, I want you to tell me. Don't. And I didn't say that exactly, but I'm gonna say it. I said it in corporate terms. If I didn't get it, just be straight up and don't fucking beat around the bush. Tell me and be a manager. 2 weeks after that, they're like,
let me know if I got the job or if I'm even in the running for it. I don't want to. That way, I can adjust and move forward with different plans. I hate being held up.
That's pretty much what I said.
Them.
And 2 weeks later, he's like, yeah, we decided to go with someone out of house. And I was like, it took you this long to tell me that? I was like, you couldn't have told me that however long ago? And I'm kind of glad I never went over there because it turned out that that whole department, that manager, the entire department was letting the whole department commit fraud. And I guess it was like something that was supposed to stay on like the hush-hush DL. Because on my last day there, I told HR for the exit interview and all that shit, and they're like, what? I was like, oh, you guys didn't know about this? I was like, I thought this was something that was alright with you guys, honestly. She's like, nope, I'm gonna have to do some research into this. I was like, alright, yeah, I'd definitely do some research into that. I'm surprised you guys didn't know. So,
yeah. Yep.
I might have gotten that manager fired, and honestly, I'm glad. I hope I did, but, not really because of the job thing, but more because of, like, they're just a very weak leader in general.
Yeah.
And maybe that's just what they look for, is weak people to lead. I don't really know.
Somebody, like, a good manager to me, and that's why I've always been a good lead in my rooms, is because I cared more about my team. As long as my team was successful and doing well, that's all I ever really cared about.
The turnout this guy had was insane, dude. It was constant incoming people. It was constant. like in and out, in and out, and it's like, dude, what is going on over there so much that you guys are having this much, turnaround?
If you have that much turnover at a,
Into the
there's
dark.
an issue.
And they just never questioned it. I was like, I don't know what you guys are doing, but like this guy, he's a pretty bad manager, dude. And I see it almost like a blessing from God or whatever you want to call it in disguise, as yeah, you probably shouldn't go over there. It's probably better if you don't. And I mean, he was just an inept manager, and I remember like for probably a year after that, he wouldn't even look me in the eye, and it's like, dude, I'm not gonna. It's like, even if I don't like you now because I think you're weak, and I think I could take your job and do it easily. Okay, but I'm not gonna sit there and talk shit to you. That's not what I'm gonna do. I understand this is a job at the end. Like
I'm not your friend,
but I'm not.
I'm not gonna sit there and be your friend, especially if I don't respect you. That's the key thing, is I have to respect you.
I'll at least act cordial. He wouldn't even look at me, dude. He would be like looked down in a way, and it's like, do you think I'm like violent or something? Because I've never threatened to hurt you or anyone here. I can tell you that right now. Like, that's not what's. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not an insane fucking person. I'm not gonna hurt someone just because of something that for me. And it's like, obviously that's probably not what he was thinking, but it's like, to me that just shows you have no backbone, and it also shows me you were hired because you have no backbone. So you're just really a stage piece.
Your weakness. I'll tell you, my experience working over at FanDuel was, I say it's the worst experience I've ever had, because they full on gave me, like, one of the reasons I'm back in Michigan is because the supervisor there and management gave me a full-on mental breakdown. Like, I full-on had a mental breakdown, had to go had to be committed to a hospital and everything, because it's like every single day they would constantly tell you, and I feel good. I'm good at what I do, but every day my supervisor made it a point to tell me that I was what was the way she put it? I'm not performing up to expectations. And whenever I asked, well, what are these expectations? What am I doing wrong? What can I do to correct? It never got an answer. Never once.
No, it's not gonna
clarified. And I was like, I remember one particular thing is we had like a mid-year review, and everything. And
I had 4 of those a year.
Manager pulled me in, had my mid-year review. The very first thing the manager opened the meeting with was saying that there was a specific direct complaint about my communication with the client, with the vendor. And when I asked, well, what did I say? What was it that I did? They kind of try to brush it off. And then I said, well, how am I supposed to address any, how am I supposed to make corrective actions if you don't tell me what I did? And then his answer was, well, that's not the point of this meeting right now. And
so he was bullshitting.
Yeah, I looked at him and I was like, well, you started the meeting this way, so obviously you think it's important enough. But I know I studied a lot about managers and management and stuff like that. And I know a very specific technique to throw off someone in a meeting is you throw them off by, doing that. You make some kind of vague claim, throw them off, put them on the defensive right from the get-go, and then you have control of the meeting from there on out. And I wouldn't let it go. Even when they tried to move on, and this is what pissed me off the most, is a week before the meeting, supervisor came to me and she was like, if I needed someone to go to, if there's anybody I'm going to go to call tune in these tracks, I'm going to go to you. I just want to get you to that next level, which was always a phrase that had no meaning behind it.
Yeah, no, it means absolutely jack dick. I mean, they're pretty much trying to yank you off without telling you they're, just to try and keep you there in hopes and dreams. I had...
Yeah. And
so,
then the very next week, just to finish that thought, the very next week is when I had that mid-year review, and she was saying that I need to improve all aspects of my work. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, you just told me last week that I'm your go-to person for this. You're just trying to get me to that next level, and now you're telling me that I can't do anything right. So I was like, from there on out, I was like, okay, I know who you are as a person, and I don't like it.
So I had a manager. I liked him as a person. Okay, he's a good guy, but the upper management never really. They always, because here's the thing, I'm very straightforward. I'm not going to bullshit. I wasn't in a customer service role in the moment, so I didn't really care to give customer service role advice to anyone. So if a manager asked me what the fuck was going on, I was like, this is what's going on, and because of your idea, you've made it harder. And they don't like that. They don't like you telling them, you made my life harder because of your dumb decisions. And I told them that straight up. So ever since then, like, they kind of had a problem with me, and I was like, okay, that's fine. So what? Back in February, I'm like, okay, I know I did good this year. I know I did real good this year. I'm expecting like a 4% raise, 3% minimum. I get in the room, my manager sits me down, he can't even look me in the eye. He tells me, he gives me my ratings on this. He's like, you got a 3, you got a 2, you got a 2, you got a 1 on this one. And I'm thinking to myself, for someone who's constantly been, and they show you your stats, for someone who's constantly been in the top 3 for what we're doing here, that means I'm either 1, 2, or 3, depending on the month. And never below that, there's 6 total of us working in that department. And never once having an off time. I was like, I'm very confused on what's going on. He then told me I had a 1% raise. And that's when I was like, so what this means to me, and I didn't say this because I was burning with rage at that point, and I was like, okay. I knew I was going to screw him in my own fashion. So I would always come into work late, didn't give a shit. I just clocked in before I needed to be in there. They used an app. I was like, I'm going to take total advantage of this, because before there was an app, you just showed up and they entrusted you to do your time. And it slowly
80 was 80. Which one did you guys use?
Huh?
What app did you guys use? We used, it was like 80 or a something.
Paylocity.
Okay.
So I had a tracker on it, but I learned real quick, because I'm not a fucking idiot. If you turn your location off, they can't track where you are. Versus most people.
VPN on my phone.
Yeah, no, the VPN wouldn't trick it.
They didn't. Like, no matter where I was using it from, they never knew when I was using it or where I was using it, because it always pinged different locations around the world.
No, so I just turn off my location and it'd be like, oh, okay. But yeah, I'd be like, at that point I was like, I'm showing up late. I'm going to do what I want to fucking do, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. And I originally went in there and was like, because I came in the next day and I was like real pissed off. I'm not going to lie. I had graphs printed out for the entirety of the year. I had everything shown that I was going to need. And I sat there and I was like, honestly, do I even think that these people are going to give a fuck? Because it's not him who decides the raises. It's the people above him. Do I honestly think these people are even going to give enough of a fuck to even hear out what I said? And I decided right then and there, no, they're not. They're not going to care. They're not going to fucking care at all. And how I know that is because they'll sit there and talk and act like and talk nice to my face. So that's when I turned into, I'm going to see how far I can push you with what I say. And I'd never be anything necessarily mean. Well, that's not true. It'd be mean, but corporate mean in ways.
You were blunt, but stayed professional.
Not always professional, but yeah, close enough. But I was like, you know, there's a few times where towards the end of it, I'd show up to it, you know, like I said, I liked my boss. He was a decent guy, but I showed up and was like, I was with your fucking wife last night. We had a great time. She said you cried in the corner. And because he, like I said, he's my manager, and no one ever talked to him like that as a boss, and he found it fucking hilarious. So I kept doing it. He'd say some crazy shit like that back to me, and I'm like, this feels like I'm in a frat house now. And honestly, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to barely work. I'm not going to do shit. And that's what it is. And then and when I tell people that, they're like, I have never said anything like that to my boss, but I kind of wish I did. And obviously, you know, it's not real. And he took it as a joke. I wasn't sure how he was going to take it, but I was like, I'll test the waters, because worst comes to worst, I get unemployment. And no, unemployment didn't happen. Didn't get fired. Actually, he just liked me more because I was ballsy, I guess. I don't know. I was better than most people. Not better, but more ballsy and, like, truthful, I guess, than a lot of the people there, because they're all fake nice. I went up to his manager and I was like, yeah, everything you guys are doing is fucking. I didn't swear. I was like, everything you guys are doing is stupid and isn't working. I was like, literally, it's all horrible. You do know that, right? Like, you guys don't have an original idea here. The program you're using to get stuff done has done nothing but cause havoc in what we're doing, and it was a waste of your money. They didn't like that. So that manager never set up another. She never set up another one-on-one with me ever again. And I was like, "That's fine. I don't give a shit. Like that works with me." Because I already knew, I already had a plan. My plan was to leave around 2 weeks ago. Obviously, I'm where I'm at now. And so from there, I was like, "Okay, let's see." And so her, and that was the top manager. So the manager above my manager. So you know, and I was like, all right, let me see what I could do to the other one. And I told her the same thing. She's like, well, what can we do to help? I'm like, well, get rid of the program, find something that actually works, and stop trying to act like this is something that's actually going to work. And she'd be like, oh, I hear you, and take notes and shit, and it's like, they never actually heard you, and I knew that. You know what I mean? It's just I wanted to see if I could test the waters, and instead, half the time I'd go in there, and I'd just put up like a stand-up comic session going on there, see how hard I can make these people like piss their pants until they were like, all right, I gotta actually do some work. And it's like, yeah, I know you gotta do some work, I'm gonna do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I'm not doing a damn thing. So, you know, how's work been for you? They'd ask. I'd be like, you know, sometimes I do stuff. I wasn't even blunt about it, or I didn't even lie about it, because it's like, what are these guys gonna do if I do this? But at that point, like I said, my manager already liked me way too much, and like I said, I still like him. I mean, I still message him, and I'm like, I still message him sometimes. I'll be like, let your wife know I'll be there tonight, you know, and he'll be like, ditto or whatever, you know. I don't have a wife but a girlfriend, or I just visited. Yeah, you know, and honestly, I kind of learned through office culture, because this time around, he's like, next time we have raises, you're gonna get a 3%. But for me, it was already too late. I was like, it's too late. I already moved all my stuff, and of course, like I said, this started in February. But by the time he told me that, it was already June. I already moved all my stuff in June. I was like, oh yeah? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. And, you know, I was like, well, too little, too late. You know what I mean? I didn't tell him that. I moved all my shit, and then I put in my 2 weeks when I had money. No, you're good. Then I put in my 2 weeks when I had money saved up. I was like, fuck it. You know, I'm done. But overall, like I told the CEO, I literally went up to him. I was like, "Yeah, if you want to get this thing done, you just need a bribe." Because part of it is working with states. You need to work with states on certain things to make certain things happen. You know what I mean? I was like, "Why don't you just bribe the governor of the state, dude?" I was like, "You should just. That's how shit gets done. You know, we're in a state you could probably do that and get away with it scot free." And he's like, "No, no." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "You gotta stop being an idiot and actually listen to me here and just bribe them. We're not in the state you come from where it's all wholesome good boys, okay? No, you gotta bribe
You
these
don't have
people."
to outright call it a bribe in order for it to be a bribe. That makes you feel better, sir.
And that's pretty much what I said. I was like, if we want to get this shit done, you gotta get it done. You know what I mean? You sitting here negotiating with all these other states isn't gonna do a damn thing. It's not doing anything for us. And it's like, all right, for the most part, I was pretty well liked there, but there's just other people who didn't like me, and it's because eventually I became blunt to the point that they didn't know how to handle it, and when that happens, people don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So
When you're being direct isn't always appreciated.
no,
I always felt
yeah.
being honest was the best policy, but sometimes
I
people
mean-
don't like it when you call them out for their stupid actions.
This was also slightly offensively
care.
blunt at times because I was like, I kind of want to get on unemployment, just to say screw it, because they have to pay for it. It's their insurance who's paying for it. Never ended up happening. I ended up put in my 2 weeks before that happened, and I was like, I'm not getting unemployment. They're not going to fire me here. It doesn't matter if I do and I remember 1 month I just like, my numbers were like absolutely the lowest, lower than even the guy that we made fun of because his numbers were so low. So it's like I don't know how that didn't get me even a talking to. Nothing happened. Instead, they just asked me if I wanted to do more, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll be right on. And then my boss would be like, "What happened? Why didn't you do that?" I was like, "My bad." And it was like, listen, I just don't fucking care. But I ended up putting my 2 weeks in, and then they were like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't know how you guys didn't see this coming. I don't know how none of you." And in my head, I was like, "How did none of you guys see that I've been trying to get you to like kind of fire me for months now?"
No, they don't never see it. They surprisingly they never. The reason that you're given your 2 weeks, you're trying to get fired, is partly because they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit such to a point where you're like, I'm not gonna deal with them.
And I mean, like,
What kind of stuff you have?
here's the thing: I had specialty jobs in there, so there came certain situations where they didn't know what to do without me there, and I don't know if they ever figured it out. I tried teaching a few people, kinda, but I didn't teach them the full fucking length of it. And I was like, go ahead.
Yeah, I had enough of like trying to teach them stuff. Like I know I was good at my job, and they were not. They were awful as manager. They got to a point like one of the final projects that they put in place is they wanted to overhaul like our video replay system and our library system, which my department, we're responsible for recording everything and providing the clips to other departments, editing and all their shows. But everything came into the building through our department, but they didn't bring us in on this new project and this new software until the very end. And like, everything starts here. You should have had us involved from the beginning. They've had to scrap the whole thing because the guy that was trying to train us, because they only let us know what was going on when it came to training. And we're like, okay. And then we went to go training, and the guy's like, "Oh, I don't know anything about the TLC department. What do you guys do?" I'm like, so you've been here for months, building this whole new system for the for the studio, and they didn't bring us in until now, and you have no idea what it is we do. He goes, yeah. I was like, well, I'm not teaching you. I was like, I'm not training you how to do it. It's their mess up for not involving us in the beginning, and now they want us to kind of like write SOPs and everything about how to do the stuff, and you can't even tell us anything. You don't know any part of our job that's going to be using your software.
They asked me to write an SOP once, and I was like, no. I was like, I'm not going to do it. You guys can figure it out.
I didn't mind when I was building the rooms, and I was part of the team that was like building them, but being disrespected there, the way that I was, whenever I was asked to write an SOP for something, I just flat out said no, and I was like, that's not my job. I became one of those people. Like, I've never been one of those people, but I became one of those people that was like, that's not my job. That's your job, and I'm not doing it. Regardless of how it affected the team, that's not my job. That's not my responsibility.
No, it never is your job. But they always don't give a shit. They're going to try and take That's why eventually I started taking inches back from them. I was like, oh, you want me to do that? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to go and take an hour lunch instead. How does that sound? And they'd be like, oh, you take an hour lunch? I was like, no, I didn't do that. They're like, oh, well, we haven't seen you took your lunch like an hour ago. We haven't seen you in an hour. It's like, oh, look at there, your mother. They just didn't know what the fuck to do about that. I was like, dude, I don't know what to tell you here. I don't give a shit. What am I supposed to do here? Do I have to like say something really, really bad to get fired here? I don't know. And like, do I have to come in on some? I only know one guy that actually got fired from that job, to be completely honest, and it was because he was on something where he would fall asleep at the job. So it was like, and he wasn't very well liked to begin with, and like that's the only thing I can think of. But there's even I have a line of where I'm going to be like, okay, I'm not passing this line. This is my line here. I'm not going to do anything that drastic, but. There came points where I was like, I can't believe these fucking guys haven't sat down and been like, you're fired. You know what I mean? And it's nothing I've ever done at any other. Well, actually, when I worked at a kitchen, I was pretty bad too. But that's because in the kitchen, if you don't sit there and defend yourself, they're gonna treat you like shit. So, and I was like 16 years old at that time. And I was having 25-year-old men fucking scream profanities at me. And I was like, dude, shut the fuck up before I see your girlfriend after work or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's just an example. And they'd be like, oh, we got a tough guy. It's like, dude, you're the tough guy. You're like 28 and I'm 16, right? I'm still in school. You're still cooking.
I still have a future. Essentially, I still have a future ahead of me. You've pretty much peaked.
Yeah, it's like, this is the best you've done. And then eventually they respected me for it, and I was like, well, I don't know, I don't know how that is, what it is about just talking shit back to people that they love it, but I've noticed more managers and shit respect you for like talking shit to them than they have kissing their ass.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't trust ass kissers. That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If they're gonna kiss your ass, they're gonna kiss someone else's ass and betray you as long as it. They're the type of people that will only do what benefits them. And if that's kissing your ass for right now, that's kissing your ass for right now. But when it comes down to like, are they loyal? Do they have your back? That's not a thing.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have stomped on everyone's hand where I worked to get further, but they didn't. I wasn't gonna tell them that. And it really depended on what the situation is, and it would have to have highly benefited me. If it slightly did, then no. I wouldn't have done it. But if it highly benefited me, absolutely, I fucking would. And I expect them to do the same, because, like, I don't, I haven't been your friend for years. We work together. you might be the coolest person I work. Maybe there's like one or two people where I was like, I wouldn't do that to them because I don't think they do that to me. But people even that I was like, yeah, this guy's fucking awesome. I know they'd still do that to me, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna absolutely do it to that. I don't give a shit. What does it mean to me?
And there's the most valuable lesson that I've learned through my years is it took me a couple years to figure it out, but eventually I did. Is never volunteer, never be that person that volunteers for overtime. Never do things that. Never go out of your way, because it'll always turn into an expectation. And then when you don't do it, when they expect you to do it, then you start getting shit on because of it. So it's like, don't go out of your way for your company because they start to expect it. And things are not the same when they're expected. You know, I'm doing you a favor by doing this overtime, but once you start expecting me to do all this overtime, it takes on a whole new meaning.
The few times I actually showed up for overtime at work on like the weekends or something, I'd literally show up, clock in, turn the TV on, leave, go to the gas station up the road, grab a hot dog, eat it in the gas station. You know, like I'm not gonna lie. Like I learned early on, I was like, these companies don't give a shit about me. And it's because my first raise was a 1% raise as well. I was with this company for years. So it's one of those things where it's like I kind of, you know, learned where to go. Ooh, shit.
I got it.
It's one of those things where I kind of learned early on. I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not, like, you guys aren't going to give me shit.
Bounce me off of you.
That's alright. I was like, these guys aren't going to give me shit, and if I give them an inch, they'll take 97 miles. So I'm literally going to give them nothing, and I'm going to show up for overtime and do 3 things the entire time I'm here, but stay here for like 3-4 hours.
Won't be the last time, I'm sure.
I used to really care about my work, and I used to go out of my way to make sure I did my job to the best of my abilities, but FanDuel ripped all of that from me.
Yeah, no, I never gave that many fucks. I learned really early on when I was younger. I was like, you can work as hard as you want. They're just gonna take advantage of you. It's like you have to give them ultimatums because very early I was like the only way to get these people to value you is to give them ultimatums, and if that ultimatum is more money, then a lot of the time they're going to give it to you, and if they don't give it to you, well, then you kind of know where you stand there, don't you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, since that's where we stand, that's where we stand. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not, but just so you know, I'm going to take advantage of it.
Yep. I did care about that job. I always care about all my jobs because I took pride in what I did. But when you work for a company that does that, and pretty much robs you of that, you take it personal.
Absolutely.
You take it personal when the company takes your joy of your job from you.
I've never really felt any joy in any of the jobs I've done. I've always hated all of them, to be completely honest.
I went out of my way. That's why I was in California. I went out of my way to leave Michigan because the jobs here were nothing. There weren't anything to write home about. Basically, there were no good jobs. So I went into the entertainment industry because I found value in that. But when they start taking that value from you, you get really pissed off about it. That's why I decided to say, fuck it. I'm trying to find like remote work for other companies and stuff like that just to do it, but my goal is to do my own shit. I'm tired of pitching multi-billion-dollar ideas to be dismissed, only to watch companies just become multi-conglomerate billion-dollar companies. I'm still bitter about Netflix because I saw the trend before Netflix started streaming stuff, I saw the trend of it becoming a thing. Streaming shows, streaming stuff. I knew it was
Yeah.
going to be a thing. And my company I worked with at the time, they had an infrastructure in place to be ahead of the game for when that transition occurred. But they blew me off. They couldn't see the vision. And then, I think it was within 2 years of that, Netflix started doing streaming instead of mailing DVDs. They started streaming their shows, and it became a multi-billion-dollar, thing. And I'm like, I'm still bitter about it because I was like, if you guys would have just listened to me, you would have been right there, multi-billion dollars. I would have been successful. You would have been successful. We would have done great things. But instead, you blew me up because you didn't have any vision.
No, and that's the thing. A lot of these places don't think about the long-term vision of shit. They don't even see it half the time. It's like, all right, well, yeah, I'm not surprised with that.
And it wasn't even a large investment that they would have to have made. They had everything in place to get started, and it's not like they would. Basically, for them, they would have been the companies that housed all the shows, all the content for Netflix, and they had the fiber optic system, the fiber system to deliver content. They had it all in place. They could have easily done it, but they didn't. Instead, what they ended up doing was pretending they were expanding and were very successful. Going as far as pretending to build a control room, only to lay us all off. I talked to the engineers that were doing it because I worked with them at Warner Brothers, and I was like, why did you guys go through the whole rigmarole of laying out fiber cables and pretending that you guys were building a control room? And they're like, well, they felt you guys wouldn't catch on. I was like, idiot, it was a writer's strike. We all knew what was going on in the writer's strike. We knew work was not in our favor. They would have if they would have listened to me about the streaming. No.
I mean, and now they're going to try to replace most writers with AI, and it's just not going to be successful. That's it. Here's the thing. This is one thing I 100% believe. The human mind is definitely more complex than the computer imagination can create.
You can't mimic. You can't recreate emotion and creativity. You just can't. It's just going to be hollow words. It's just.
I mean, and that's why half the Call of Duty
the
maps that come out feel like shit.
To it.
They all feel like shit because they're all AI, and it's like you could easily tell it's fucking AI.
Yeah, it's all dreary stuff. Like AI can be a good tool. The problem with it is you can't trust companies to, do it responsibly. You can't trust companies not to fuck over your writers. That's kind of where I stand. It's like
This is
you
one
can't trust
thing.
a company not to fuck you
So
over.
sick of that guy's voice.
This is one thing I do stand on with AI, though. And you being in the industry, you're probably not going to agree with me on this at all. And I respect that. I totally understand that. Thumbnails on YouTube. You shouldn't be paying anyone more than maybe $3 per thumbnail max. Depending on how often you get thumbnails from them. And the reason I bring this up is because I use AI for my thumbnails because I don't make money off YouTube. And I use AI for a lot of shit more than just, YouTube and all that shit. I don't have it write any scripts or any of that. I just have it make images for me because I'm like, all right, an artist right here on Fiverr wants $500 for them to make an image I'm going to use one time. I don't want to pay for Photoshop because Photoshop charges you a cancellation fee that's ridiculously expensive.
Adobe software, I'm so pissed. It's all subscription based. I fucking hate. What I hate is fucking the ending of buying software
Oh my
and
god,
owning
dude.
it.
Yeah.
I hate that so much. I'm like, I have to. I know at some point I'm gonna have to pay money to get Adobe shit, and I don't want to because one, it's overpriced because they monopolize the market.
Well, their software is just
get
so
software.
fucking good too. Like that's another problem.
Any software that's even remotely close to it is good to it as quality, they buy it, integrate it, and shut it down.
Yep.
So it's anti-consumerism.
And so that's where I'm at with that. And GIMP has just never been good. I've never been a big fan of GIMP. And so I'm like, all right, AI thumbnails is what it is. I pay $20 a month to be able to have bigger storage in my Google Drive, which I now have a server, which I'm not going to tell you how I got it, but let's just say I got it for free. All right. And I'm going to build an in-house server. So I don't have to really pay for that anymore. So I might even get rid of the AI. We'll see. But because it kind of comes with my phone I have, it comes free with my phone. It's Google phone, whatever. And I had someone comment. They were like, here, I'll tell you the exact comment because it annoyed me. It's like, dude, it's like I'm not gonna fucking pay someone $30 on Fiverr for one fucking thumbnail, and I'm not paying like for the software because I make 4 videos a month, 4 to 6 videos, like large videos a month. So what they said to me exactly. Here, let's see. Nice AI slop.
Considered it. Yeah, even if you consider it before you finish or continue, even if you considered paying them, the problem is when you're comparing AI software for your thumbnails, is AI software it knows the algorithm, it knows the programming language, it knows what the algorithm is going to pick up. You're just doing a crapshoot with an artist.
Exactly, and that's exactly what this was, and I knew it. They said to me, nice AI slop thumbnail. Hope the grift is going well. I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about by grift, okay? Now, it's like, my reply to them was like, feel free to make it for free then. If you don't want AI. It's useful, unlike you. Because I'm going to be straightforward. I'm not going to, like, there's times where I'm an asshole. I know I'm an asshole at times. But I give it to when it comes. Because, like, honestly, I think feeding bitter with honey doesn't work. People just keep coming at you, especially on the internet.
If you placate them once, they're just going to keep going.
Yeah, and I just said to him, I was like, I could care less if it pisses you off. They didn't reply.
Like it's not important to me that you for your approval. I don't need your approval.
And it's like I've never needed anyone's approval because it's like I use them for my main big videos a lot of the time, not always, but a lot of the time, and it makes sense to me because it's like, well, it's cheaper, I can produce more out of it, and I can, it generally knows what I want, and half the time, even if I get a bad one, okay, let's say I don't use AI this one time, I don't even get good fucking views on the video. I don't get good views on the video. And it's because the AI knows what the thumbnail people want to see. They know what the thumbnail people want to see.
You into the algorithm is what the AI knows what to put in, knows how to put you in the algorithm.
And if you go on here, let's go on Fiverr right now and just look up. I'm not signing up for an account, no, because I'm not going to use it. YouTube thumbnail. Let's see. $15 to $40, $40 to $65, above $65, 30, 50, 15, 20. It's like, why would I pay any of you guys shit? Why would I pay you this when AI can do all of this for me for $20 a month and give me way more than a singular thumbnail? Why would I even bother? It's not worth my time.
I feel bad for them in a way, but at the same time, it's technology. It sucks even for me. My career was in a master control room, and I watched as each station closed it down to put it at a central hub to be operated out of a facility for cheaper, even though the quality is shit. You see commercials getting upcut and cut off, and it looks like shit. doesn't matter. It's about money, and I can't risk my livelihood for your livelihood. That's not a logical thing for people to expect.
Right here on Fiverr, found one. I will make you a great YouTube thumbnail and enhance it with AI. Okay. Neato. I could do the same thing with AI that I already pay for, and this guy wants $25 per AI.
Yeah. So he's using AI to make your thumbnails when you could just do it yourself.
$55 for 3. And it's like, generally I know how to do it for the most part. You know what I mean? It's not too hard. I upload a few pictures, and if I don't want to, then I just have fucking Gemini make it for me, or Grok, or whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? To me, it's one of those jobs that isn't a necessity. And a lot of people don't even realize they're getting fucking AI videos anyway. They don't realize that they're getting AI 90% of the time. And I understand, like, I understand people are like, well, this is my livelihood. Maybe you should have chosen a better path. Is that mean to say? Absolutely. But in general, you were getting money on borrowed time to begin with.
Yeah. The way I see it is like, what I don't like about AI, what I am disgusted by AI is when it directly lifts from someone else, from an artist.
Yeah.
Now, if it's generating, it's okay. If it's generating stuff and it's generating for the bent programming, it's benefiting the algorithm, that's one thing. But if it's genuinely lifting shit from an artist, kind of like how Destiny did, Destiny somehow lifted their game that they had to shut down because whoever or whatever was doing their art directly lifted from another artist, actual artist. That I can't stand. I can't stand that, and I'll go to my dying grave saying that you shouldn't develop a system that's just gonna steal. That is.
Well, I mean, they took it directly, purposely. They did it purposely. They've done it numerous times, and this is one thing I can say about Bungie. If they wanted to get their fucking asshole out of that, all they had to do was go up to the artist, speak to him privately in a conversation, and pay them. That's all they had to do, because it's very obvious you stole this directly from their art. And I said this before, and this is my belief on Bungie's part thing here too, is Bungie should have never admitted it, because they were always going to give us the BP oil, I'm sorry. They were never going to give us the legitimate, I'm sorry, and will pay for my I will pay for this art to stay in. Instead, they're going to take the art, they're going to slightly modify it, and probably keep the raw files for it, and call it a fucking day.
Yep.
And people are going to be like, oh my god. You know, and when it drops, like, what is the artist going to do? Sue Bungie? They tried suing Bungie before, and Bungie won.
And they have, like, it's not the first time Bungie's been caught up with shit like this. Fucking Star Wars. Take a cue from LucasArts when they were caught stealing ship designs from fucking people who designed starships. They quietly paid the people who created those ships. They said, we didn't mean to. We're sorry. Here's some, we'll pay you for your work.
Yeah, and that's it. That's all you have to do. Because you want to know what? That person's not going to go and fucking blast you on social media. Because, and this is what, I had so many people angry with me about this. So many people angry because they don't see it as a good view. But it's like, if you are in the business of making money, and your business is to continue to make profit for a solid player base, it is a necessity. It is not a want, it is a necessity to have the capabilities, okay, of admitting when you're wrong within your company. But never admit it to anyone fucking else. That's how you get fucked over. They admitted it to everyone else because they thought they would get it's okay, Bungie, don't worry, we understand. It's all big Sony, like everyone used to fucking do. I mean, even I was like that at
Just-
one point in time.
Yeah, you just go to the artist and you speak to them. You don't make any statements because denying it is a Streisand effect. Is only going to amplify it and make it worse. Admitting it is only gonna it'll eventually go away, but admitting it puts a stain on any future. It questions. It takes away any like credibility or benefit of the doubt that you're going to have in the future. So you're better off just quietly saying, "Hey, fuck, this sucks," and then reach out to that person and verify that they are the ones that the work was taken from, and you
you
offer
pay
them
'em.
a job or you pay them. That's
That's
the
it.
only thing you.
And that's
can
what
do.
I was saying
You
to
don't
these
admit it, you
guys.
don't deny it.
And like here, some of the comments I got, dude, was insane on this video. I couldn't believe it. Like they just didn't understand. And in the title, it was Bungie shouldn't have admitted to stealing the artwork. Like here, let's see. And no one ever responded to my comments. The lady who made, and I got some information wrong. I'm not gonna lie, I got some info wrong. I thought it was a dude they stole it from, but no, it was a lady who makes artwork. It wasn't affiliated with Bungie at all.
They really got hung up on the fact that you got the person wrong.
Yeah, they did.
Just really hammered that on.
That's exactly what it was. She released her artwork around a year ago before Marathon was in development. It is claimed that an ex-Bungie employee stole the art, copied and pasted into Marathon in the very early stages. What you said around 240 about the guy getting their job back doesn't make a lot of sense. Which, in their sense, because I thought it was an ex-Bungie employee that they stole it from.
Right.
Someone just commented, "This is the dumbest take of the situation," and I can see how long people were watching it for. No one watched it to even 3 minutes in. Never worked for Bungie. She made posters in 2017. Bungie needed to admit fault here because Bungie was 100% at fault, and owning up to the mess up at the earliest possible moment was the correct play. Which, I mean, these people are just so stupid and wrong. It is very obvious to me. You're right, man. Everyone will disagree with you because you are wrong. And like, this keeps going on and on and on. And it's because no one watched the full fucking video. I got the person wrong.
To me, like if I ever start getting those kind of comments, I'm gonna bring back the okay boomer fucking meme because that's a boomer take.
And I replied to every single one of them, but the problem is that not a single one of these people replied to me again, which means they know I'm fucking right. That's what it tells me, is they know I'm right. And if you know I'm fucking right.
They didn't really care, and they had no idea themselves, but they figured someone put their neck out there for a take, and they disagree with for some reason, probably just the title was basically.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, dude, in general, the Destiny community has always fucking sucked for a majority of it. There are very few people I've met in the Destiny community that I can say I consistently like on a normal basis. And don't get me wrong, that's at least a few thousand people, but for the majority of the people in the Destiny community, they're either elitist or they're just complete fucking assholes. There's no in between. And Bungie has created this environment entirely themselves. Without a doubt in my mind, they've done this, and they've done it purposely, because even their devs, they allow to get away with fucking death a lot of the time. Like, they allow them to get away with whatever the fuck they want. And it's been like that for a while. To me...
Destiny 2, Destiny 1 had the best gaming community ever. And Destiny 2 came out, they removed open comms, and the community pretty much just grouped up. As I said to you before, as individuals, people have potential and they can be great, but when they start grouping up, that's when they become toxic. And that's exactly what happened. Is you took open comms, because in Destiny 1, me and everybody that I played with, because I was a lifelong day one D1 Destiny player. But when they took open comms away, it changed the game. It was no longer, because I actively went out and I replayed. I Sherpa people. We Sherpa people through Destiny 1 left and right. I would find a random blueberry that needed help, and I would just join and play it and help them along. But Destiny 2 is not the same. It was not.
I'm gonna say this too, and this is
changed it.
This is a very big hot take. People are gonna hate that I say this. If there is anyone even watching, I have like people stopping him for a while at times, and people running away. Destiny got worse when it landed on PC, and it's partially because of the hackers, and mostly because Discord ruined it.
Yeah, you separated the communities, and you put them all. Like I said, everybody grouped up. Everybody had to go into their private groups on Discord, PC, and you already get with PC people. You know,
I mean, PC
PC
people in
elites.
general are fucking like, in my opinion, because I have a PC. I've had PCs. I've always liked playing on console better. It's just, to me, the games have always run with a lot less fucking trouble. The settings are already set up. I don't need to fucking worry about it. It's already done. When it comes to some things, I don't give a fuck if it's 4K, 280 frames. I don't give a shit about that. 90% of the time, as long as it's 4K, hits 60 frames or even 30 frames. Most of the time, I'm all right with that. And I know some people
don't
are.
really make a look of a difference. They think it does, but it really doesn't.
Anything past 60 really doesn't make a difference to me. And it's like, people like to say, oh my god, that's so... It's like, no, it's not. It's like, you can sit there and act like it fucking does. But for the most part, no. And honestly, like, it's just become more and more of a pain in the ass. I mean, I still wish I loved Destiny the way I did. I mean, obviously, you see how much I liked the fucking game at one point in time, and just the collection of shit I put in my Discord there, dude.
Oh, yeah. I
The
was impressed by
collection.
that. I didn't even know you were into Destiny like that.
Oh, dude, I have been playing Destiny, so
I know
for
you
the
played it,
past
but I didn't know
few years...
I didn't know you were.
So let me. I mostly raid. Okay, now let me look up my raid report for you to really tell you like how crazy I was in this. Plenty of Sherpas and all that shit. Because that was my favorite thing to do.
Yep.
I mean, already on Desert Perpetual I have 7, which isn't a lot. You know, Salvation's Edge 44. Crota's End 26. That's not a lot. These aren't a lot for these. All right, but then we go to Root of Nightmares, Flawless Contest 50. King's Fall, Flawless Week 1 56. Vow the Disciple, Flawless Trio 53. Vault of Glass, Flawless Week 1 97. Deepstone Crypt, Flawless 114. Gardens of Salvation, Flawless 45. Last Wish 18, because I hate Last Wish. Flawless though. And then, you know, Pantheon, I have 7, and then it's a lot of raids, at least for me, because I've always worked, so that's a lot of fucking time dealing with either... Alright, so in Vow of the Disciple, half of my shit is Sherpas. King's Fall, 13 of them, Vault of Glass, 23 of them, Deepstone Crypt is my most, because that was my favorite raid, 114 fucking raid clears in that shit. 27 of them were Sherpas. 18 in Root of Nightmares, 10 in Salvation's Edge, 5 in Desert Perpetual, 7 in Crota's End. You know, these are all... So, like, this is what I did. I raided, and 90% of the time, like, these counts, like, these finishes, clears, don't even count to me, because there was times where I was just grinding bosses. You know, I was just grinding the same boss over and over again to fucking help people out. So I was into Destiny like that. Like it was into it. I was constantly trying to get teams together for day 1 raids and shit, you know. I was trying my best to do what I could to be at the top of the game. And for a while I tried pretty hard. And then I had a group that came in and fucked with me, and then I was like, I don't want to deal with the elite. If this is what the elite are like, I don't want to fucking deal with them. Yep. And don't get me wrong, some of those people, like, they grew on Twitch a lot since then, but they're fucking assholes still. That doesn't change the fact that I know them as assholes. They're still assholes. They still fucking are. I know who they are as a person. And that really started around when Destiny started. A lot of that started around when Destiny got crossplay. I never wanted crossplay with PC. I was fine with crossplay with Xbox.
Yeah, I was fine with console crossplay because they're different. They're different breeds. They're different animals. Yeah, when you come down to PC, you risk. To me, my experience is when you start cross playing with PC, you run a risk. Not even a risk because it's pretty much given that there's going to be a lot more hackers. Like the hacks that you
Definitely,
can put
without
on
a
a
doubt.
PC are just so crazy, so extensive.
Not just that, but we're not even talking about the fact that these hackers have 2 PCs now. They have 2 PCs, and a lot of people don't know because like I've always been in computers too. You know, I know it's like, well, that how would you be into computers if you play console so much? Well, I play console because I want to get away from the fucking hackers.
I like playing console because I just want to sit in my chair and play a game. I don't want to.
That's true as
I
well.
work at a desk. I don't want like my whole thing is I work at a desk. I don't want to sit at a desk playing a game. Yeah, that's my fun time. When I'm at work, I sit at a desk. I don't want to sit at a desk at home having fun playing a game. It's just, I don't want to sit at a desk anymore. So I like my recliner.
No, I 100% agree with you on that one. I get you there. I mean, like so a lot of how PC hackers are working now, they're not even cheating through a single PC. They have 2 PCs, one with the mods on them, and they and this is why Call of Duty and shit has started to activate secure boot and shit, which honestly I don't even know if it's going to work. Where they actually inject it. So pretty much they have one part of the RAM. One part of the RAM hooked into the host computer, where the cheats are being hosted at, and then another part of the RAM, like this modified weird RAM thing, hosted inside of the game computer, and it injects the cheats through from the host computer to the sorry, I'm trying to fucking survive.
Yeah, I got this thing right outside the gates that I decided to check out, and all of a sudden these people keep showing up.
You're good. But it injects the cheats from the host computer into the game computer. And it's undetectable by most gaming softwares. So it's like, does it even matter then? Does it even matter then? Because no, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean shit. Because that's just how they're doing it. And people didn't know that for a while. They were like, what do you mean? That's what they're doing. Like, yeah, that is what they're doing. You didn't know this? Is this news to people? You know, it's like, have you ever wondered why people like Nadia will show up to a fucking Call of Duty event and then shit herself? It's because she's not actually good. She's been cheating. She just has 2 computers.
You're just woman hating. You're just woman hating.
No, I mean, there's other people, but Nadia is just the biggest perpetuant that I know.
I hate it when I hated that era. I hated that era. Whereas, like, yeah, this person was cheating, and then once they couldn't deny this person was cheating anymore, then they moved the goalposts.
And now on PC, it's like who can cheat the best. That's what it became. So that's all it is. Is who can fucking cheat the best on this game. And it's like this is a ridiculous thing to have to deal with. It's to the point to where FaZe doesn't even really focus on games anymore. They focus on bullshit.
Yeah, they're just content. I remember FaZe used to be a gaming thing. Then they kind of like decided to incorporate or whatever, and now it's just, I don't even know what FaZe does. FaZe is pretty much dead to me. I have no idea.
They have
like,
a dude named Lacey. They have a few other dudes. The only OG there still is fucking Jev.
God damn, these people just won't stop showing up.
Yeah, the only OG still there is Jeff. That's literally the only motherfucker that's actually like gaming. Because the rest of them, they suck at gaming. I mean, they also suck at handling their money.
Yeah, they're just doing content, and
It's kind of like
great, good for you. But just why don't you do content instead of pretending that you're a gamer? That's the one that gets me.
It's kind of like I don't understand how the fuck Aiden Ross is still popular after all this time.
Especially how stupid he is.
Dude, I mean, like, here's the thing.
One of the dumbest people.
I can't disrespect him off of because here's I could sit here and say he's stupid. Obviously, to some degree, he can't be. To some degree, it's luck, but to still stay prevalent after all these years, you can't be that fucking stupid. That's like me calling.
He's entertaining. He's entertaining, but intelligent-wise, I'm not saying he's stupid just to be demeaning. Like, he is one of the most unintelligent people I've ever heard speak. And it's just good. There's bimbos make lots of money.
No, that's true. Smart. He had a ton of bimbos on there as well, so that's probably a large part of it too. I mean, he fell for Andrew Tate's shit hard, dude.
Oh, I know.
And like, here's the thing. Sneeko. Here's the thing. Well, Sneeko, dude, he's a different fucking animal. Andrew Tate was right about some things, but even a dead clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, eventually you're going to be right. You can't always be wrong. Nothing can always be wrong. You know what I mean?
I really had respect for him because what the things that he values, that he thinks is important or valuable, they're not valuable to me. Like, the Bugatti, all that shit,
what color's your Bugatti?
I'm rich stuff. To me, and when you die, you're gonna die broke. You can't take it with you, so there's no point of that being your entire identity.
Now, do I think more males in the United States and all over the world in general should be healthier? Absolutely. Do I think the one thing that starts with a P probably degenerates your mind over time? Yeah, somewhat. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I've never been one of those guys that were really into anything like that. But to some degree, I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I mean? There's effects and causes to a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, like, there's just a lot of shit where it's like, okay, dude, that doesn't even make fucking sense. You know what I mean? What you're saying right now doesn't make sense. I can understand if
their message was about being healthy and everything like that, but it all came down to superficial, kind of like shallow shit. And I'm like, that's not my
Andrew
value.
was definitely a lot more superficial than fucking Tristan. I can say that now. Tristan never really showed his values too often. He just was kind of always quiet in the background. But they also don't like to say how they got their money. You know what I mean?
They did their Tristan. His brother, I would say, is probably smarter because he kept his mouth shut. His brother, Tate, is the reason why they're in so much shit. Is because, to him, he had to brag about everything that's not really that important. And it pretty much got them a lot of attention that they really didn't like. But
I also think that it was a bad idea for the... I thought it was a bad idea for the Romanian government to even bother getting involved because a lot of the shit that people were saying, they ended up being innocent of it. That's one thing I can say. They didn't end up being fucking innocent of it. But it only popularized
anything of them being proven innocent of anything.
I mean, that's why they're not in jail. They're not on parole. They're not on bond. None of that shit. They ended up turning out innocent in the United States court and in Romanian court.
They never went to court in the United States.
No, they had a lawyer. They had a lawyer in court, and they would have been discharged from. Like, Romania already let them know they were going to get discharged. And this happened back in February. That's how I know it. And I like to keep up on like internet shit that's going on. just to see what's true, what's not, for just in case you need it. And no, the United States court, their lawyer got I don't know exactly what they were being charged with, but yeah, no, they're like, well, they're innocent. Romanian court, well,
the
they're
trafficking
innocent.
charges were really. I never really could quite see what the United States could actually charge them with, to be honest, because what they were being charged with was out of the United States. They weren't in the country when all this stuff that was being claimed happened. So it's like, jurisdiction-wise, I don't know why the United States, only because he's partial citizen, is the only claim that they could probably make. But
Britain also tried to charge him.
Romania when all this shit happened.
Britain also tried to charge him. Britain said they were innocent. So I mean, that's 3 countries saying they're innocent. And the crazy part is like, the person who put this case against them, they used names, and they had those ladies like come up to court, and they all said that the lady was lying. They had the other woman show up to court, and
quite a few of them didn't want to go to court. And I'm not gonna say that's because they're innocent of what happened, and I'm not gonna completely say that there's such thing as intimidation, even if it's not by him, even if he's not, his group, his team isn't the one who's doing the witness intimidation. Internet culture definitely played a role in any pursuing that the victims or whatever would want to try.
There's a possibility of that, yeah.
Having that.
I mean, I'm also like, to me, like I said to you before, innocent till proven guilty. They're proven innocent, so that's how I'm going to see it. But then there's also cases where it's like, well, you just somehow got away from that. And the only case where I truly believe that is like the OJ case, like most people. Because you don't just go and write a book about it after.
No, he's guilty.
Oh yeah,
I've lived long enough to know that innocent. It's one of those things where innocent until proven guilty is a nice thought, but then when you start to, as you start to learn more about things around the world, where when people have the wealth, guilty or not, can make things go away. Then you kind of realize that innocent until proven guilty isn't necessarily the end-all be-all, because a guilty person has a guilty billionaire has more benefit of the doubt than an innocent poor person.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
It's just I mean.
But OJ was not innocent.
I wish it wasn't that way. Oh,
he was not innocent at all. That motherfucker should have been charged.
By no means. There was involvement. Some people I think over the last, within the last 5 years, people were trying to point to his son was the one who actually did it. And they make a good case, but at the same time, that doesn't mean, OJ wasn't involved. There's a level, there's a level involvement in there, whether you were actually the one who did it or not. You're involved. You're not innocent.
Yeah, no, and like that's it is at the end of the day.
Watching the Naked Gun movie. I'm waiting for that to be more affordable to rent or come out on Paramount to actually stream. Because I'm not paying $25. I can't afford it.
For what movie?
Naked Gun, the new Naked Gun movie.
Bro, just pirate it.
The moment I saw the scene where everybody was thanking their fathers, and then the black officer in the new one, his father was OJ's character, and he just did a side eye to the camera, he shook his head, because everybody's like, "I love you, Dad. I miss you so much," as they went down the line. And then they got to him, and he's like, just looked at the camera. I was like, "Oh, that's good." But I've been looking forward to that one. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, there ain't no way. To me, there ain't no way in hell anyone ever actually thought that he was innocent. They just didn't have enough to prove that he was guilty. That's exactly what it is. I mean, did he do it? Good chance he wrote a book about if he did it.
It's free to look.
And then because he wrote that book, the judge came back and said, you now have to give all of the money and proceeds from that fucking book to the family. Because even the judge knew, but it was a jury of his peers. Even the judge knew he was guilty. And I'm pretty sure he was fucking stunned himself.
Yeah, you gotta go by what the jury says. Just like that case that happened to that lady who was accused of killing her police officer boyfriend. You know, first jury, as you watch it at home, and then you see the information that's not getting to the jury. You're like, okay, I have questions about the judicial system, that we know all this information, but it doesn't get to the jury. And it's like, I can understand why a jury can get it wrong based on the information that they're restricted.
I mean, a good lawyer, too, makes all the fucking difference in the world.
Because I have no doubts that girl is innocent. Hey, did you go to the gambling hall down here?
No, I didn't. I didn't even know it was here.
This is him right here.
Really?
You play Plinko. I
How do I
was
do
only
it?
able to do it once. Come up here and talk to him. He'll give you like a little story. I'm pretty sure.
Ah, will you hurry up with the story, buddy? Come on.
Just insert money, get a
And
power
then,
bar, toss it in the board, and collect
over
your
here,
well-earned prize.
there's a button you push, and a little orb pops out. And then you throw the orb inside the hole here, and you watch it go to wherever it lands. I would have sat here one night. I would have sat here the entire night playing. But it only let me do it once. I was so pissed.
You throw it in there, right? You said.
Yep.
Good
Kind
weather.
of like you look at it, and then you just right inside there where the triangle.
Oh, right in there. Okay.
And you watch it drop. Come on, Plinko. What'd you get?
A snack.
A fucking snack.
Surely you hunger for the thrill of the drop.
Do you?
Again.
I do. I do hunger for it.
Before.
Power 4 as requested.
Could do it before. I could do it right now. Oop, whoop. All right. Plinko.
Tasty just for you.
That's some G ammo?
Feel
No.
Power 4 as requested.
I would have played this all night. I don't know if I could keep playing now, because I'll play it all night.
Come on, baby.
Oh.
Come on, baby.
Right back to where you were before.
You
Damn.
son of a bitch.
Prize of deliciousness. Play it.
I even tried to ricochet it.
Ready to draw.
Oh.
There we go.
Come on, baby.
Come on. Move.
Oh, no,
That looked like
jackpot.
it was something different.
This.
Where's the what's in the middle's jackpot, I'm guessing, right?
Right power drop. Back at
I think so. That's the one that looked nicest to me. Oh, where's it going? Where's it going?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Enjoy this prize of deliciousness. Thank you for supporting a local business.
Yep, no problem. I have a problem, though, so, you know, you might get all my money.
I'm happy to see that you can keep playing.
So what I
The
noticed
other night.
is if you accidentally hit the oh!
Oh,
Fucker.
This prize of deliciousness.
Where do you even pick your prizes up at?
This one's a lucky one. I can
Right now, I'm just seeing like ammo dropping and all that stuff.
Oh, you're not supposed to do this. That's why. You have to bring it to a cliffside or whatever.
prize. One more.
Cliffside. Who's Cliffside?
It says meet Zane at the cliff. Oh, never mind. No, that's the main mission. Screw all that shit. We're having a good time. This is how you're supposed to play Borderlands. Last time I checked.
Why did I give myself a peace sign? Oh, you son of a bitch!
Here,
You know what? Just take it.
all right. You say so. Remember, you made this decision.
I know that shield drops to your right. When I got something, the shield dropped.
Is that what happens?
A snack. Please.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Whenever I
is.
got
Oh, I
some.
keep winning ammo.
That one
Yeah.
power core ready to drop.
Come on, come on. That's the first time I went in that direction.
Empty-handed.
Straight down one side? That never happens.
One power core for my favorite customer slash gambler slash vault hunter.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead, throw that bad boy in there. Oh, all right.
If you're gonna throw like a girl,
Well, I am a girl in this game, so
I'm not saying you throw it underhanded.
Just for you.
Oh, that's cash.
One power core for my favorite customer
I don't even know how much money I've spent on this.
Oh, this man decided to go full Kobe.
Oh, you son of a bitch! I want whatever's in the middle there.
I've got as many power.
Me too.
That's one power core.
ready to drop.
Let me tell you what I don't do. Oh, of course.
It's just for you. One power core.
I've developed a problem.
Customer slash gambler slash vault
It'll go.
See, this is
There it
why.
goes.
This is why I had to
Until
stop.
you the shield comes down, and then you probably can't do it anymore.
This is why I had to stop with the sports betting. Oh!
Oh,
Oh! What I get? What I get? What I get? What I get?
the big hero.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. Is it
Oh,
finally dropped
baby!
in the middle?
I don't know if any of this is good actually.
It's money. Yeah, and that's pretty much the end of the games, unfortunately. Until you
fuck?
come across one person who has to play it. I know. I was so mad. I wanted to keep playing.
I'm trying to have fun over here, de-stress. What is this? Radiation? I don't give a fuck about that. Bullshit.
Did you pick it up? Did
Let
you
me
pick
tell
up
you
the
what
weapons?
I don't do. I did.
Okay.
Booming wounding knife. Actually, that doesn't look bad. I'm gonna.
This is where I got my SMG taser gun, which is actually
Dude, I
pretty
have
good.
12 fucking rewards. I haven't claimed 12 rewards. Wow. I can't believe I've just. I always forget that I actually have to go in and claim shit.
Yeah, I do this. I do the same thing.
No, it's good. It's giving me
That
pretty mediocre
taser-
shit.
It's compare you?
I have one I refuse to claim until I'm a higher, like at least 30.
These are
Bring out the extreme. 216 running low. We gotta go.
barrel. Zip rockets.
Ripper, Ripper.
Taser.
Licensed multi-loader. Secondary fire consumes sniper. That's interesting. It's running.
Trying to get myself more sniper rifles.
Whatever the nade I'm using now sucks. I hate it.
No, I'm not finding any that explode on impact, and those are the only ones that I want. I'm gonna carry a grenade that has to explode on impact.
Respectfully, I get that. I just use throwing knives at this point.
Those are the most fun. Kind of reminds me of my hunter.
I have a vampiric one that every time I hit something, it takes health from them and gives it to me.
Is that what the little green Scully's ghostly face is? When you
No,
kill
that's
something,
actually
all of a sudden
from
it
my
starts circling you?
abilities. That's from one of my abilities. Now, which one is it? Wish I could tell you.
Yeah, first couple times, but then I was like, that's actually kind of cool.
It's from
Even
a
I
tree
killed
I haven't
something
even
that you
started.
tagged that I got that it just started circling you.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
I can
zip rockets.
This here's a beauty. Well, that'll look
Taser.
mighty fine on my shelves.
Taser face.
If I overheat,
Oh shit! I got zip rockets on this. Oh god.
I got the next one free.
Oh, I gotta grab some more of these for my
Might at a high price.
inventory.
Well, you sanitized this, right?
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm just kidding.
I'll have to do that another time. Looks like they are.
This has
Contracts
zip
are full.
rockets on it too? Oh no, it doesn't have zip rockets on
I
it.
think I might have sold this same piece
I like to try to keep mine below like 20.
That'll look mighty fine on my shelves.
As long as I keep shit below 20, I'm pretty alright.
Thanks for stopping by.
I see.
Oh yeah, I was coming over to this fucking area. I don't even know.
Where are the plant samples?
Dude, I wish I knew.
Right there is where it is. Fast travel.
You want to grab them some bitches, go for it. Because it is not going
Yeah.
away from me at all.
Yeah, and it keeps reverting back to that contract whenever you finish a mission. It
Oh,
always
yeah.
becomes
Never
your
settle.
secondary, so it's kind of disruptive.
Oh, I'm doing another contract right now. Yes, I didn't realize that.
Some of them are a lot pretty easy. Like you get the ones where you down the birds, take their wings, and get monsters and rippers. Makes it pretty easy. Go and get your plant samples. I'm gonna go see this drill again anyway.
Man, dude. Well, you guys are a pain in my ass here. I don't know how you guys are doing this much damage to me to begin with, to be honest with you. What the fuck?
Excuse me, badass watchman. My friend needs to get these plant samples, so you can kind of go away. Oh, shit. Who's fucking around? Oh, you. Ah, I see. I hate the little, when they throw the little robot, their little turrets. They were always annoying before, but then you get to a group that guy has a rolling turret that drives around and hides and shoots up rockets. So much more annoying.
Man, the turrets in general are such a fucking pain. Honestly, what I really want is a good radiation weapon back, but I haven't got one. It's such a hot minute. That's personally my favorite to use.
Especially against like the robots and stuff like that. I haven't come
Especially
across a good one in a while.
Boss, dude. What, are you telling me there's not a single other normal one alive? Of course.
Right back.
Felt some peace there for a moment.
Get rid of these. Going back to my fucking these ones, dude. They're way better. Jeez, dude.
Good. Divide and conquer these contracts.
That's what I'm trying to do. They just keep stealing my fucking money instead.
Let's get rid of the tether snare. Let's try this Jacob. I don't like 4 rounds in a hand cannon. That's one thing that gets me.
What is happening with your face area?
Okay. Alt fired. I'm gonna try that gun. Explosion. Conformity.
Sorry for the weird noises. I had to send my cousin a video. He asked me how I was doing. There was a monkey filter, so I had to scream.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I mean, if you don't send monkey videos to your cousins, who can you send them to?
That's what I'm saying. You know that they turned me into a gorilla. I guess a gorilla isn't a monkey, right? There's something else.
It's something. It's a mammal.
Too much fun.
Listen up. Okay, you told me I was fucking close to the dude. Now I'm getting further away. How am I getting further away from the dude? I'll find the bit box. Ba-dum-ba-da-bum-bum-bum-bum-bum.
Mhm.
You're telling me it's somewhere around here, but I'm not fucking seeing anything. Dude, is it on the other side of this fucking thing?
Goodbye, robot. Goodbye, robot.
There it is. Contract done.
Get on the ground, Warden. We're at him. Up on this box. Oh, shit. Now where do I take you? Shit. I don't know if this is still marked. I didn't want to kill him. Yeah, I don't know if you online. I don't know that dump site, but I'm gonna go turn these samples in first.
Go for it. I'm gonna see what other bounties I got around here. Guessing you got the plant samples?
I got the sample. I just got to drop it off. I got to carry it somewhere and drop it off. I have to take you to the pig farm and see if you can figure out how to unlock. Oh, damn it. Sorry, man. I have to ping this real quick.
Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go mute on the mic, but I will still be playing. I gotta call my cousin, who's a lady, who's fucking asking me something here. Give me 1 second.
All right.
She's like, apparently some dude heart liked her fucking shit 5 times in a row, and that is weird. But he's 10 years older than her, so it's like, all right. No, give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back, everyone. 5 seconds. Enjoy the music while I'm gone.
Don't worry. If he has me on mute, I'll in chat. So, chat, how you doing? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I love you. Do. We want the contract. Let's see. Plant sample. Show it on the map. No, that's not what I want. I want plant samples. Where am I? Let's go here. That pin. Here we go. There you go.
Please, just 5 more minutes.
Now let's go find. My teammate here. Where is my team? Man, I really gotta get it. Gotta get my sniper stuff back. What are you doing? Get off me, man. Kill Huge Hefner. Well, makes sense.
This is where you die. That was quick.
Get off me. Not how I roll. That's not how I roll, Huge Hefner. Boundaries.
Present for you.
Goodbye, sir. remember spending. I remember hanging out in this neighborhood. Oh, there's another exclamation mark.
There's a bubble. Let's go in this shit.
There's a all right. Coming to you. Oh, they got the 2 cars, 2 tanks in here. Bitches. Reload, man. Jesus, all day. Grace. Calm down. Having a bubble. Did you kill him?
There's my dose of humility for the day.
Oh, I wonder if we got him.
Feel nothing.
Where's he? Where's this guy hiding at? You, sir, need to learn personal boundaries. Where's your body? Oh, you got him. You got it. There, cool. Alright, that's all of them. 2 slap projectiles. Alright. Missile swarm. Wait a minute. Nope. Healing. Double flintlock, huh? That's not a good grenade. What are you? Oh, another taser SMG. An upgrade. Okay. Great. You. You junk. I'm gonna label you not junk. God, I just want a good grenade upgrade. Kind of hit a dry spell with grenades. It's an upgrade for my fire starter. What's the fire starter? That's that thing. That's something I didn't see. You are junk. To shit. There's also a I don't even know how you got. You know, I should probably just fast travel to you. It'd be so much easier.
You sure you want to do this?
traveled right into trouble. And inventory. You're not a little short guy. A little busy. Oh, look at here. Oh shit. Oh, I hate these damn turret guns. Critical shot, critical shot. There's a floor of lava here. Quicksand. Why is this stuff so slow? I don't need. I want another. I don't want to run with this. So.
Hell yeah, free stuff.
Ba, 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 bum. All these goodies. Well, don't walk out the door unless you're ready to come out, because it won't open up for you. There it is. Upgrade backpack. Stuck in this pit. Hmm. Something funky going on. Yeah, so. Damn it. That's hard. Rockets 408. Zip rocket 612. Rocket. Impact. Impact. Action skill. Rifle, shotgun, all 743. 809.
Wait, he said I'd be stupid.
Go ahead and teleport to me, buddy.
All right. See if my ass is sped up. Yeah, let me restart my game real quick here. Start. My guy's like going molasses, so I'm gonna restart the game. Seems something bugged out on me. Launch. Come on, load it up.
You think you're stronger than me?
Wish you could control me.
Join.
The root. Who wants to try to win, huh?
Good choice.
I shot everyone. Don't want any further sneaking past. Watch it. Watch me try.
I claimed a gun from Twitch. Drops. But I never found it. On my way. Oh shit. Trouble.
It's getting a little too shiny for my liking.
There, I got my speed back. Oh shit, you're in trouble. I'm in danger. I thought to revive you, I've got to mount you on your back. That's not the case, huh? Personal space, fellas. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got it. I got it. Oh, this guy went ahead and the Sentinel shield got me. You son of a gun. Pop up that shield and protected all his friends. Pull out a corrosive handgun. Yeah. Oh, there's a doorway.
This'll do. Salutations.
made a mess. I made a mess of my. Dude, that's a night gonna be a good night. It's a night gonna be a good night. Okay. In the bunker. Oh, there's a doorway.
These order types just don't bleed right, you know? Hasta luego, friend!
Over there, but pick up some gold. Wouldn't it suck? It would suck if all of a sudden city hit this water. Vending machine. Go get your soda. Might as well. Put up some packs.
I got the sales for what ails you. I don't mind the cosmetic damage. get some use out of this yet.
Ooh, that one looks like a.
Think I might have sold this same piece to a bandit. Oh, that'll look mighty fine on my shelves. You sanitized this, right? I'm just kidding. You won't. I'll buy it at a high price. Well, high-ish. You sanitized
Close. Give me your weapon.
I used to have one
Give me
just
weapon.
like this. Think you done with it? That'll
Give me
look
weapon.
mighty fine. You want this back? You think I might have
Ooh, here we go.
at a high price? Well, high-ish.
Corrosive one. Okay.
This here's a beauty. Well, mine now. You must be real desperate to buy that one. Shit, I can get some use out of this yet.
Okay. I'll do that. I can handle that.
Remember, mental health is also important, but also not my problem.
These order tanks just don't bleed right, you know?
Blood explosions!
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet!
Yeah. Made that made that guy humbled. You're a Ripper. You. Seeker missiles, huh? Yeah. Okay. You might be okay. All right. Corrosive shotgun. Ah,
Yo soy el apocalipsis!
uh-oh. I think we've got. I think this has already been a thing. Shit. Gotta call the elevator. Shoot. You know what? Just fast travel to my friend. Wait a minute. This is where we gotta go. Maybe not. Okay. I just went down a hole and took us around all this stuff again. Definitely feel like there's something more here. There's always a hidden thing. Oh, okay. We could play it again if we wanted to. Alright, but we don't want that. Gotta be an exit.
That could have been more fun.
No more going down holes, I promise.
Ready and rocket!
Okay. Maybe we gotta teleport out of here. Yeah.
Run all over, but I'm gonna write them an extremely vulgar letter one day.
Oh, what are you guys doing? Mind your business. Oh, look at you guys going all hardcore on me. All right. Keep your distance.
You're charmed, I'm sure. If you got any more like this, you know where to find me.
Sorry about that, everyone. Thank you for keeping him entertained there, Asylum. I apologize about that long ass wait.
Hey, I do what I can.
I do appreciate you, buddy. I do appreciate you.
I walked out the door of this little facility here, and then there's like 3 tanks.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess, what is it? Some dude hearted her Snapchat thing a few times, and she does something in the service industry, nothing illicit, cuts hair.
Yeah.
And she's like, I mean, it's a little weird that this guy fucking did this, right? I was like, absolutely. But you want to know how you can make some more motherfucking money? I was like, just give him a string. Just give him a little string. Hit him with a winky face, thumbs up, but also hit him with a bud. Okay?
And then as soon as you do that, send them your Amazon wish list.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I just thought that he'd tip her amazingly after that. I didn't even say that, but that was even better than what I was saying. I should have told her that.
And you say you keep in touch with the streaming community.
I try, man. I've had a girlfriend for quite some time now, but I've never, I always forget that girls actually do that. The Amazon wish list. And you know what? Maybe I'll make an Amazon wish list. See if random guys on the internet will buy me stuff just to be nice. But I'm not going to fake flirt with them.
Yeah, you just got to give them a ooh every once in a while.
Here, I got you. How was that?
See, that was like so adorable.
Oh my fucking god! I think I'm gonna stab myself
Guaranteed.
in the anus.
Well, that might get you more wish list fulfillment. Gotta be careful with the internet.
You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. I finally got myself a radiation weapon.
I know it's convenient that it dropped, towards the end of that. Like I got a radiation SMG that really came in handy against that boss.
I was still hitting him with poison, but I'm not getting rid of this radiation weapon until I get a legendary. So it was actually I saw another bunker over here. That's why I came over here. You see, I think I have it highlighted at the moment. Yep.
Yeah, there was it probably was, because I remember there's that bunker and then there's another bunker. I've been doing I did a bunch of bunkers.
Okay, I see where I need to go.
I know that these bunkers, I've been through them. So I know once you go through a bunker, you got a chance to, do it again. Level it up with Moxie bucks or something like that, and you can go a second time. Yeah, like we could have fought the boss there again, and
oh shit,
it would have been a more advanced, more difficult version of it.
Where the fuck is this bunker here? I'm obviously like right on top of it. I just don't want to drop too far down and all of a sudden I can't
get out of it.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm gonna unload
says
these
the bunker's
weapons
through that
and then
wall.
teleport to you.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah, I like. One of the things I kind of have fun. I'm kind of enjoying with this game, is like the difficulty of some of these missions that you come across that you're like, you don't think it's a mission, and then all of a sudden you find some kind of secret thing that you hit, and it opens up a door, and then that's a mission.
Yeah, honestly, like I like this game a lot.
Yeah, it annoys me when I come across those trucks where I got to pull the lever and flip the switch. They get harder and harder, and they start to mess with you.
That's what she said. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was unintentional. That just came out.
That was intentional. That was intentional.
Slightly, but it just came out.
Yeah.
That's what she said. See, I did it to myself.
That's what you said by mistake when you got overly excited.
That's what I have to tell them every night. And then feel disappointed in myself for about at least 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to hold on. It's not your.
And then you watch South Park to really learn some real discipline from City Sopa.
Yeah, that's how things go. That's how we learn.
Exactly. Dude, what the fuck is this guy? Dude, the radiation works too good against these robot guys. Yeah, but I was telling her, I was like, she's like, I'm a public figure. I'm like, yeah, you can make a lot of fucking money though. I'm like, I don't know why you wouldn't just do that, you know? That's how you get real good tips.
Yeah, it's odd, but I mean, it can be. I guess the best response to her is like, yeah, it's uncomfortable, but I can't go with it's odd. It's really complicated.
Yeah, I mean, at first she was thinking too much with her, not her brain, and I was like, listen here closely, okay? You can go ahead and hang out with this guy and have a fun time, or you cannot do that at all and just have him buy you stuff. You know, that one's completely up to you. But I think my idea is a little bit more up your alley here, believe it or not. Oh, weapons.
A little more up to speed.
Yeah, exactly. It's like this is a little bit more what you really want, because at the end of the day, you want to make some real motherfucking money, like Butters.
You need to be making some real, but you want to make some real money, bitch.
Come on, do kisses on the playground.
You're just giving them kisses out for free on the playground?
Come on, bitch, you can't be doing that. I'll pay you real good. I'll take care of you. That is one of my favorite South Park episodes. Clyde, if Santa comes anywhere near me, go ahead and punch him.
Some of the best episodes.
And the worst part is he's based off one of the producers of the fucking show.
Yeah. I think he was like someone's in-law, father-in-law, or some shit. I remember them talking about it.
Yeah, but
There's a red
dead
dot.
Butters. I'm literally looking for anything I can fucking throw at that thing, to be honest with you. Yeah, Butters is too good. Bitch, you're trying to make some real motherfucking money?
Remember.
And then he goes to a pimp
I
convention.
know how okay, where is it at? Where is... We gotta go upstairs. Memory serves me right. Yep. Gotta get up there.
Yeah, I see. I see. I'm writing it down.
Inside there's a canister we're gonna pull from a wall.
Yep.
And then when we pull from the wall, we drop down, and then I'll show you where to throw that canister in case you get up there.
Yeah, you throw it right at that shield, right? I'm trying to just figure out. That's what I've been trying to find.
Yeah, the canister's up there. I can't remember exactly how to get up there just yet.
Bitch, you're trying to make some real motherfucking money? I just can't get... That's just one of his best fucking lines, dude. And then they brought... I still can't believe they brought Butters to a pimp convention. Brilliance. See, that now that's comedy I understand. That's comedy that I still don't understand Bill Burr. No, I get what you are saying.
You know what I mean? No, I get what you are saying.
Know what I'm saying? I get what you are saying. It's just fucking ridiculous, dude. Found it.
Found it? Alright.
Might be something under me, but...
Yeah, as long as you got up there, there's a canister you pull. And then you drop. You drop out of there, and then you get over here as soon as you can, you throw it.
I fucked up. I need to grab another canister.
Yeah, it took me a couple tries before I realized what I had to do.
Let's see.
Okay, let's play with this assault. You know. The handgun, shotgun. It's Butters. That's me.
You know, I still haven't heard from Waffle since the first night we talked to him, man. I wonder how he's doing. Have you heard from that guy?
I've seen him playing, but he hasn't sent any messages or anything like that.
Not gonna lie.
He would send some messages, but I was, I've been playing and didn't really go after it.
Yeah, I thought so too. I'm not gonna lie though, I was a little afraid to join that Discord. I didn't know what the fuck was in there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, baby. Radioactive. Get the fuck out of here.
Radioactive.
Because that's what like 90% of my build is around right now. It's just radiation. It just doubles the damage.
That's my favorite.
And I just haven't had any radiation weapons in so fucking long. You know, I love that song when it first came out though, and now it's like I can't fucking stand it.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same.
They just played it too much.
Yeah.
I haven't even heard an Imagine Dragons song since then.
Imagine Dragon these nuts.
Oh, Gaddy.
Got him. All right, you guys need to respect my personal boundaries, okay?
I mean, for real, I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing. Apparently, they haven't heard about the tragedies that are happening in America. Arby's is once again making an Italian sandwich.
Good luck.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I when I was really young, I worked at an Arby's. Never, and I mean this. This is coming from someone who knows their shit. Okay. Never go to Arby's and get what they're famous for. Okay. Never get what they're famous for, which is their roast beef. Don't fucking do it. Okay.
It kind of sits in a hot lava, a lava lamp all day.
Yeah, exactly. But what I would suggest is literally anything else. Everything else is actually freshly made and great. Like even their meat, they cut that shit daily. Comes in fresh. It's well-known brands too. Like that. Their meat, like everything but the roast beef, is great. They have some great fucking chicken sandwiches. Their mozzarella sticks are the absolute shit. But like the Arby's hate is unnecessary. If they just got rid of the roast beef, I think they'd be all right. People would stop.
I don't
hating
go to
them.
Arby's to eat healthy, good food. It's just not what I do. It's like there's a gas station here in Port Huron that I live in, the city, and it's called Speedy Q, and it has nachos.
Oh yeah.
But it is the greatest drunk nachos you will ever have. I mean, they're greasy and they're just at a whole new level of guilt and
These order types just don't bleed right.
greatness.
Man, there ain't nothing like a good fucking thing of nachos. I can tell you that right now.
I mean, they have really. I mean, they're good. Kind of grew up with those. Not many things that. Okay, I'm okay with. Not many good things I can say, but having those gross ass nachos are amazing.
Dude, I've been wanting a fucking breakfast sandwich because we just we have so many chickens, dude. They just make so many eggs a day. So it's like I could have a breakfast sandwich every fucking day if I wanted to, but we're already at cheese, and it's like I need more cheese because I put it on everything. So I don't know if I ever told you about this, but I have an addiction problem, and that addiction is cheese. Can I tell you?
Call that an addiction problem. That just makes sense.
Listen, it's a problem. If I don't have it at least once a day, I have dreams about it.
Well, that makes sense. That's like way back in the day when I was a kid. There was a cartoon called Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, and they had their character Monty, which purely motivated me on different ways to cook cheese because it just seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Absolutely.
And he made everything cheese delicacies and meals, and I'm like, this guy is smart.
Guy, it's a bright guy you got there. I didn't even know that guy existed. Fucking smart guy right there. Oh, dude. Yeah, no, but I gotta like my girlfriend. She's like, you gotta like chill out. I'm like, that's not happening. Like today we had cheeseburgers. Yesterday I'm pretty sure I had a cheeseburger yesterday before we went out to eat or something like that. I don't know. I feel like I had something with cheese on it. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't remember. Oh no. It was a slice of pizza from the night before. So I had my cheese fix for that day. But it's a fucking problem. It makes sense, but it's a problem. I'm willing to admit when things are problems, even if it's a good problem. Like working out too much can be a problem.
Yeah, I know. I hate when I work out too much. I'm just like, ugh. I think I'll just sit in this chair and not move, like I do every minute of every day.
But yeah, dude,
I'm not trying to
fucking
be healthy. Too old for that.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about this, dude. I should have put an egg on the burger I made today. What the fuck was I thinking, man? What
Obviously,
the fuck was I thinking? No, I obviously wasn't. I can't believe I wasn't fucking thinking. I mean, I also pretty soon here have to go to our local UFC arena, Waffle House, and test the waters out there. They're pretty good. I like Waffle House, actually. They just never add salt to anything. I definitely say after we're done with this bunker, I'm gonna hit the Dusty one too.
that's cool. That's cool.
One more.
I hear what you are saying.
Know what I'm saying?
I hear what you are saying.
I hear what you were saying. I hear what. It's fucking hilarious. Mom, Dad, can I have normal food? I don't really want this lady. Go ahead, son. Eat up the lady.
I think the Paris Hilton episode was really good too.
Oh my god, dude, that was fucking something else. And Mr. I don't even know if we could say that name on fucking TikTok, but he was phenomenal. Just ate her right
Mr.
up.
Slav.
Yeah,
Mr. Slav.
ate her right up through the bouquet.
Showed how things are done.
I still can't believe that the reason Chef ended up not being able to come back to South Park is because of Scientology.
It kind of it goes into that thing I was telling you yesterday. Is one thing that I can't stand are people who take themselves too seriously.
No, it was
all-
actually
and
Scientology
hypocrite.
who called upon, like they called South Park Studios for him and told him he wasn't coming back.
Yeah, and he was okay with it.
Well, yeah,
He
must have been.
withdrew. It's just it's the hypocrisy that got me. It's like it's fun. It's okay to make fun of all the other religions and everything, but
There's one
you
religion
come
that
up with
wasn't allowed to be
beat up
made fun
on.
of.
They did. Just people don't remember. Just people don't realize that he was shown in a previous season. I think season 2 or 3. They had a depiction of him.
Yeah,
Nobody-
they did, didn't they?
Yep. When they did the Super Friends episodes with all the religion.
Oh yeah, that's one of the banned episodes.
He was depicted in that series, and nobody said a word.
Well, yeah, I think
That
it's because
episode, he was
no one
depicted.
even knew, and then they made it a big fucking deal. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, dude, if you can't even make pictures of that guy, then I don't trust you. You know what I mean? I don't believe you. You gonna
To
get
me,
offended
it
by
comes
that?
down to how what are your convictions? Like, how do you honestly truly feel about it when they did it before and nothing was said, nothing was done? You didn't care, you didn't notice then, but now you do. So it's kind of like it kind of shows again, like the term hypocrisy. It's just like don't
Well-
care. If you don't care then don't care. You don't have a right to care now. It's like when when people want to like debate politics with me or something like that, and then they say they didn't vote, and then I'm like, well, you didn't vote, so in my opinion, you don't have a seat at this table.
Yeah, no, that's
You can't
understandable.
complain about something you didn't participate in.
What was it?
In my opinion, there's like I don't think you have legs to stand on complaining about something like that when you didn't participate.
No, that's understandable. I mean, I could definitely say I don't agree with that specific religion whatsoever. For many different reasons, but there's one that really pops out. I'm not gonna say it, but you know.
I'll put my pins on there. I don't. I think they've all been corrupt for centuries. People just don't realize it.
The fuck
I
are we
don't
supposed
think-
to deposit in there, dude?
There's did I find it? I know there's two. I found it. There's 2 deposits in this room. One to open up a door and one to open up the thing with the chest. I found
Yeah.
the door. There's that. Okay, that opened up button. There it goes. Yeah, this was the last bunker I did last night.
Oh, good shit, good shit. Oh shit, I got another fucking... Give me 1 second, let me check this out.
Got an upgrade. I got an upgrade to my taser.
There's her. That's not what I was looking at. It
No
literally just
longer-
dropped for me.
Your junk. And where's the new one?
That's an SMG.
We're at 793. Wait a minute, you're not junk.
Nope, not switching that. Is this what we're supposed to go down? Right down here? There's money.
I know there's a room full of cash. Yeah, that's where we gotta go.
Know what I'm saying? I get what you are saying. Yeah, I just can't get over that, dude. They really do put fucking butters through it, man.
Yep. His eternal optimism is adorable. He's always looking on the bright side of things, even though Osimo took advantage of him.
Well, he did kind of show Osimo who's boss by putting
Yeah.
his video of him dancing to Britney Spears. I still find that funny. That Eric
Yeah.
didn't want that to get released so bad, he was willing to go with whatever the fuck it was. He ended up eating fucking toothpaste in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about this. Damn it. Way ahead of me. I forgot that the wall climbers are there. Alright. Climb, 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 climb. G-mode.
You know, I do miss the old
Oh,
guy a
that's-
little bit. I used to yell at you in a Russian accent. Just a little.
I think I may have entered a room that... Where are you? Oh, this guy. Oh, I remember this fucker. He gets these clones. This is definitely a place you want to master your grappling hook.
Oh, yeah? Kids. Be down there momentarily.
The best. Instead of-
Oh, where is the guy?
He's invisible, kind of. You'll find him. He's coming. He's running towards me.
Death to a vulnerability.
I got him soaked with that fucking radiation. He ain't too invisible. They literally just dropped the enemies in here distracted.
Yep. Then he calls forward some clones. Those are blue.
Yep, I see the clones. He's chasing you.
Yeah, I said something about his mom.
Oh, I was with his mom last night. Horrible woman.
You think he would be a little more upset at you for that, but no. He seems to take my relationship with his mom a little more personal.
I mean, I did say I would be his stepdad for exactly a week for part of the deal.
I mean, I told him, I was like, just because your mom calls me daddy doesn't mean I'm making.
Oh, see, maybe that's where we met. That's where he messed up. See, I had him call him Papa. That's what it is.
He got upset because, I don't know, maybe he felt like I just owned him or something, that I didn't accept him as my stepson. But I was like, you look weird, and I'm not taking responsibility for you.
I mean, he's pretty fucking fugly looking. Look at him. He looks like one of those old-fashioned guillotine guys, you know?
He wants to dress all like smooth, but he's not. There's one thing
Yep, there he is. Now he's looking at.
One thing about this guy and his turret guns that's kind of weird is I tend to make these like cool Tobey Maguire Spider-Man hand gestures every time I direct my rockets to go to a specific spot. I just kind of wish my guy would do the dance along with the finger pointing.
That'd be pretty badass. Dude, I love these throwing knives, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, these are the shit. Look.
There he is. It's rain. Oh, gold. There's gold.
Oh, I got a gold too.
Sniper rifle. Nice.
Spawns additional diverging projectiles along its path. I can switch between cryo and radiation. Yeah, I'm going to use that snipper. As it drops me a better blue snipper.
That's pretty good. Heavy weapon. $15,000 assault rifle will look good as Hale's counter. I want to put this on. I just want to at least carry it. Got me a gold one of these. I'm not going to get rid of it because I've been desperately seeking another sniper rifle. And then I put my gold SMG, even though it's kind of underpowered at this point.
Holy shit, dude.
Got a gold
These projectiles
UAV.
literally go out. Wow. Oh, chest.
What did you end up getting? Was it a sniper rifle or a different rifle?
Yeah, I got a sniper. Look at that.
What is it called? Might have gotten the same one. It is a and anorectic complex root.
I got, yep, activate. Mine's an activated anorectic complex root. It's got a Malawan ability on it for radiation cryo. Spawns additional diverging projectiles. It's the nuclear of every man-made invention of today. I can tell you now.
Kind of
I
wish
don't-
it hit harder, but that's okay.
But what do you have your skill points into? Mine, like I said, mine are into radiation for the most part. Like it has been.
At the other sniper, this one hits for 436, but I have sniper rifles that hit for
better.
like 600, and so. But I guess the diverging projectiles might
Yeah, that's what I'm
be
thinking.
good.
Like I have a snipper,
No,
or
my-
not a snipper, a shotty that was pretty alright, but I ended up like not. I still
My
have it.
Rogue Ludi Lad SMG is pretty good. It hits pretty hard, surprisingly. It overheats quickly, also cool down quickly. Doesn't consume ammo.
All right,
Unlimited magazine
Oh,
size.
we made it just before Borderlands Day.
Boom.
Honestly, like I could. Here's the thing: at this point, just running around the map seems to be just as fun. It's actually fucking.
That's what that's what I've been doing. Really, honestly, on like the quests themselves, like the actual gameplay, is when I'm playing with you, because you're doing them. But most of the time, I have them sitting there, and I'm like, whenever I see an exclamation mark, I go after it.
I mean, at this point, I'm doing it because it's like, well, I want to get under. Like, I'm trying to find more vault keys and shit too.
Yeah,
Find more
I haven't-
random bosses in the map.
I've gotten there's vault keys, and I've gotten like another vault that kind of popped up on my map to go find the
shit.
door.
Hell yeah!
Okay, that's kind of cool looking. But let's see, before you go,
What's up?
well, there's a couple contracts that are pretty quick and easy to get.
Oh man, I already got a message from my girlfriend yelling at me that I need to fucking get to bed. I don't know if I can do any more contracts. And she throws hammers, so you know, like Titan hammer. She forges them a fire and then fucking throws them at me. So
Have you come across a what's it called? What is it called? A world event on the map?
not
I
yet.
have. I never went to it.
I haven't yet. No. Is there one going on now?
Don't see it. I don't see it on the map. Yeah, I don't see it on the map now, but it was earlier.
Oh shit.
I was gonna go to it, but I'm like, kind of like I was desperately trying to find a fast travel point in that region.
Oh fuck
That's
yeah!
awesome.
I've just been
That needed
trying
a
to
fast
grab
travel
it.
point.
I've just been trying to grab them as often as I fucking can, man, just to make life easier.
I hit an area where there was like nothing but blizzard.
All right, buddy.
Started freezing. Catch you next time, buddy.
Yes, sir. You have yourself a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you for everyone who watched me. You all have a great night. Peace out.